And we are live and on air. Yes, we are live and on air. Oh, I gotta find the chat again. Oh no. Oh, where is it? Holy crap, I lost it, y'all. I got something in the mail today, though. I did. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Brandon, good morning. I'm still setting it up. Oh, God, I'm starving. Oh, I know what I got. I can fix that. I need more cracker. Oh my God, I need more crackers. Snack cheese. I bet it ain't no cheese at all in this. I've been up all night, stayed awake just for a girl I had over. I suspect you did a little more than stay awake if you had her over. Oh, but I please appreciate. It does. It tastes delicious, whatever it is. I want some more, but we won't go there. Oh my God. I got a package. I promised someone I would open it. Of course, it looks like it's going to be about 40 minutes before that happens. It depends on whether that person shows up. We shall see. Elvis has left the building again, y'all. Just want you to know. And he was in a hurry on his way out this morning, too. I could tell he had something on his mind. I get the same feeling. I know, Gene. I know what you mean. If you want a good laugh, watch the Bell Life on here. The two brothers are laughing. If I get a chance, I will. Oh, I sure will. The Bell Life. I don't believe I've ever heard of that, though. I don't think so. Oh, my God. Be right back and I'll be up. You got the link, I hope. Okay, Jim. All right. Good morning, Steve. Is squeezy cheese a breakfast food, Rick? It is now. It's kind of like peanut butter and jelly and barbecue potato chips. Is that a breakfast food? It depends on what you call breakfast, Squeezy. Don't, Squeezy. Oh my God, Squeezy. If you have breakfast at 10 o'clock at night or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then it's 6 a.m. on your time, you eat this, is it still breakfast? Is this a snack? Is it lunchtime now? I just had 2 potted beets. Yeah. I had a feeling you might say that. Yeah, I mean, it might not be breakfast. It depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that potted meat, Brandon. However, I moved up in the world. I graduated to Underwood's deviled ham. Oh my God. Not much difference in the price and like way better. Uh-oh, y'all. Elvis. What? He took off again. You know what I mean? Do you still call it breakfast? Let me see if it's any cheese in this. I probably don't want to read this. Cheddar cheese is the main ingredient. Milk, cheese culture, salt, enzyme, soybean oil. I don't even believe that. There is actual cheese in this. Who would have thought that? Not me. No way. I wouldn't have believed it. I feel better about eating it. Way better. Oh no. I used to take that to the beach when I was a young girl. It's better than nothing. Maybe. All right, dog, come back. I seen you. Dog went outside, dog. Thank you, Sandra. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Teresa. Hey, Steve. Good to see you this morning, Big Steve. Having a little snack, but I think I'm about to put the top back on it. As Elvis tried to escape. He tries that all the time, Don. Tries that all the time. Dang it, Gene, you're making me hungry. I got to eat some too. I'm having barbecue chips. What you having? Bugles. Oh, that's a man after everybody's heart. A bugle man. He's been trying to escape, but I've been letting him out. He'll come back. I've got to get him some food. What the world? Oh, there he is. Hold on. Come on. I'm gonna get you some food. Hold on.
Rick sharing his donuts. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Living.
There's Elvis. Oh. Good old Elvis. Why was he a loud eater? He's louder than I am. My peanut butter and jelly is pretty quiet this morning, Gene. The chips is loud. I can hear it. Can you hear Elvis crunching that stuff?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Holy crap. I think so, but he'll probably be over here in a minute.
Till he sees himself.
Yeah. I think he's getting better at it. Crunch, 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 Steve. I wonder who's the loudest cruncher, me, you, or Elvis.
I think he's got us beat.
I think he does too. He eats with his mouth open, something I would never do. It's all of it, ain't it? Okay. You need to come over here and chillax. That's what you need. Yeah, chasing the women. Yeah. You have to get up here if you want to talk to me. Mom? I don't know what he's going to do. I was hoping we get up here where y'all could see him. Who knows? What'd you do yesterday, Gene?
End up playing dinosaurs for about 3 hours.
Oh, boy. That was fun. Now you got to spend time with the grandkids, huh?
He's here anyway because him and the daughter come up because her husband stationed in a different state. And they come up for a few months.
What?
Good morning, Steve. How goes it?
Maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know. Could be. I got a package in the mail yesterday, Gene.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. From Nova Scotia.
I tell you, dog that run, that's Pixie. She ever gets out that door, she's at next door neighbor's house down the street before you can even get down the steps.
I forgot about Bobby this morning.
And good morning, Amber.
Good morning, Amber. How are you? Oh, we know you're here, Elvis. We know. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah. The easiest way to catch that chihuahua is take her food bowl, put a little bit of food in it, shake it, she'll hear it, she'll come running back.
Oh. I can rattle something. He's getting used to the rattling sound just like Scooby was. You know what I mean?
Or take a piece of cheese outside that's wrapped. I don't know what it is. They can hear that sound a mile off.
Uh-huh. Good morning, Christy. How are you?
Morning, Christy. Morning, Brad.
Brad. Good morning, Brad. What? Crazy dog. What happened? I must have missed something.
Amber said her husband needs prayers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Prayers for John. Wonder if you're going to finish that PBJ. Yeah. He's giving me the, what do y'all call that? What's he giving me? The stare down. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amber.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Amber.
Yeah. I really am. Prayers for the family. Oh, thank you, Christy. I haven't shaved or anything. Oh my goodness, that's so nice of you this morning. Oh, I just woke up, bags under my eyes, but oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Those eyes. No, wait, I haven't even put drops in my eyes yet. Quit. Well, yeah, that's right. Look over there. Don't be looking at my peanut butter and jelly. Oh, darn. They was talking about the dog. The other dog. The other dog. That's the little dog. They was talking about you. That's funny. Oh my God, y'all got coffee spit all over me now. Yours too, man. Yeah. Oh, I just thought of something. I can't even see the thing. My eyes are so dry.
Yeah, they found me something yesterday.
Candle magic. Hold
Yeah.
up. Stay on you. There it is. Professional candle making home creator. Wow, that's cool. You had some beeswax. You could make them out of beeswax, couldn't you?
If I had beeswax, I'd be making something for the shop.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Oh.
What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to get, you know, when you clean the lint from the dryer screen, get one of them paper egg crate cartons, poke it down, lint in each section, and pour the candle wax on it. It's a good fire starter.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, beeswax and candle wax and stuff will burn like crazy, won't it?
Yeah.
I ain't thought about that. Rick, my dog Red, got sloppy joes all to himself. I spoiled him rotten. They love that food, home food like that, especially meat products. Oh my God. Apparently this one likes peanut butter and jelly.
True Southern dog right there.
Yeah. He shocked me yesterday. Good morning, Marie. How are you? So good to see you this morning.
Hey, good morning, Marie.
Oh. I didn't know he liked peanut butter. What are you going to do with dryer lint? Knit a sweater.
No, make fire starters for camper.
Yeah, dryer lint will burn too. I think Elvis likes anything Dad does. I think he does too. I wish I'd have put the chips on the sandwich. I didn't think of that. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Dad, I don't care. Just give me a bite. Put anything you want on it.
Well, he's following that sandwich.
Oh. Oh Lord. I almost forgot that. I forgot today was Saturday. For some reason, I thought it was Friday. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're not the only one, because I load all the garbage on the truck, take off to the dump this morning. Guess what?
Dump ain't open today.
And I'm not unloading it.
I don't blame you. Good morning, Hazel. Hazelnut. Good to see you this morning. I feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Yes. Da da da. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, sounds like a setup, don't it, Hazel?
Another thing I thought of, if I run out of dryer lint, some of the shavings, wood shavings out of the shop, put that in there.
I used to use dryer lint all the time to start fires with, because I got a bucket in there sitting on top of the dryer, and what the heck is xylitol? I gotta Google that. Oh, I got a brand new Siri, a brand new one. We'll check her out in a minute, and I'll find out what xylitol is as soon as I remember what I was talking about. Let's see. My dog eats better than I do. Oh, no, that wasn't it. That couldn't have been it. I think I already did that. We went through Sloppy Joe's and all that a minute ago, right? Rick, you filling in for a dog? No, actually, I talked to Bobby a little while ago. I thought today was Friday, which I'm going to be honest with you. My intentions was to go live 7 days a week, just like I always did before. I probably won't go. I wouldn't have did it this morning knowing Bobby was. I would have waited. But I text Bobby and he said he needed a break. So, okay, whatever. My only reason I'm going live is I got this package in the mail. It's a big old internet. It's big enough for everybody. That's my opinion. Me and Bobby had that talk a long time ago. It's a great big internet. Let spies in your house with Siri. Anyway, I got a brand new one. I want to find out what xylitol is. I forgot where I was going with the rest of it. What is xylitol?
All right, here's what I got.
Okay. Xylitol is a sugar alcohol used as a sugar substitute. The name ancient Greek used to denote sugar alcohols, categorized as polyglot is a formula of the colorless white solid is soluble in water. Used in manufactured products, reduce tooth decay. Xylitol has an E number when used as a food additive of the EU. Can you break that down a little more?
You don't seem to be playing anything right now.
Oh. Siri is South African now. Who would have thought that? What is it, Rick? It's a sugar substitute, apparently. That's what it looked like it was. Yeah. I don't know how she moved to South Africa and got that accent like overnight. It was pretty cool. Check the ingredients on the jar. All right. No. Oh, let me go get the jar, apparently. Oh, let me go get the jar. Oh, now I want to know what's in it. Stay. Stay.
I don't ever look at what's in the jar. If I can't say it, then I won't eat it. But if it tastes good, I eat it.
I'm almost afraid to read this. Ricky's Charlie Bite Finger will be all right. Oh, no. Peanuts, grapes, juice, corn syrup. Oh, my God. High fructose corn syrup. That stuff will kill you. Sugar. Less than monoglycerides. Fruit pectin, salt. Molasses. Citrus acid. Sodium benzoate. Sorbic acid as a preservative. Sodium, you make me not want to eat this, Christy. Sodium bicarbonate and contains peanuts. No xylitol anywhere on here. This is peanut butter and jelly, though, both.
Weird. Goober grape.
It's Clover Valley, but I'll guarantee you Goober made it for them. Almost guarantee it. It's one of those off brands. I had to get it. I was at Dollar General and they didn't have Goober.
Only thing about that stuff, it never makes it to bread.
I don't want to kill my dog. I don't want to kill my dog, Christy. Don't be sorry.
I sit here and eat a whole jar of it.
I got a whole jar of peanut butter too. It's all bad stuff. I know everything on there was, except for the the peanuts, grape juice. First two ingredients, everything else is key.
Yeah, the sodium bicarbonate, they put that in there for heartburn. It gives you.
Choosy mothers choose Jeff. Yeah, you watch too much TV. Don't. I got the Jif peanut butter. They had that. They just didn't have it in this. I haven't forgot about you. I promise. Xylitol is usually in sugar-free or no sugar stuff. Oh, I didn't get that, Teresa. No way. I didn't get that at all. I got the whole sugar stuff. The whole sugar.
I don't buy anything that says low carbs, low fat, or low sugar because it's not going to taste as good.
Mm-hmm. I know it. It's stuck in my head too. Those commercials are. Good morning, Bobby. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Really good to see you.
Good morning, Bobby. How's it going, bro?
Amber, how do you swear off a peanut butter and jelly? That's what I got to figure out. How does one come to that conclusion that I need to give up peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
That's a sin right there. Getting off peanut butter and jelly, that's about like me quitting drinking coffee.
Yeah. I was just curious, how do you come to that conclusion? You don't need to eat peanut butter and jelly no more.
I don't need it anymore either, Amber. I don't need any less either.
Anyway, y'all, I got this by organic. I do. All organic I can get. Unfortunately, I was at Dollar General. No organic. Nothing. Zero. All these, yes. Not there. I got this package in the mail. It's from Nova Scotia. Anybody have any idea who would have sent me something from Nova Scotia?
I don't know one person lives up there that I can think of right now.
I'm good. I'll go live in a bit, everyone, trying to crank up a truck. All right, Bobby. You're going to try to crank that truck and get it going. Cool. Good luck. Some people in here might know. We'll see. She's supposed to show up here, maybe. Hopefully. Teresa says, Darlene.
I know Lulu Love You's up there.
Really? Oh, yeah. I talked to her yesterday. Sure did. We was in the same chat together. We chatted for a pretty while. I hadn't seen her in a pretty good while. Till yesterday. And she was modding for a friend of mine. And then Ben went live and she said, I got to go. Finish Ben. She's been one of Ben's mods forever.
Oh, yeah. Ben and Green Bay, too.
Mm-hmm. I gave up peanut butter and jelly for weight loss. It was a sad breakup. How many calories is in peanut butter and jelly?
Well, see, the way I see it, calories are not bad for you. They can't be. All the good food got plenty of them.
3 tablespoonfuls is 210 calories. 3 tablespoonfuls would pretty much fill up a sandwich.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And the bread would be what? One slice of bread has about. Come here, my South African friend. How many calories is in one piece of white loaf bread? How many calories is in one piece of white bread?
Here's what I found on the web for how many calories is in one piece of white bread.
uh, 70. The kcal is 70. The fat is 1.2. The percentage of fat is 15. Why do they have to make it so complicated? Okay. This is irritating. Hey, Dave. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Good to see you. I miss anybody else. None took hook up the sled dogs with maple syrup to run for his morning. Oh my God, homemade maple syrup.
Oh man, no, we need that some syrup, some good catnip biscuits, buttered.
I got some back there too, organic maple syrup. I wished I knew where it's from. I can't tell how many calories is in here. Boy, this is really tough the way they got it. Traditional American cuisine. 70. It's 70 calories in a piece of bread. So that's 140 plus 250. It's 390 calories in one sandwich. Good morning, Mary. How are you? Love you too.
So if you want a 2,000 calorie a day diet, you can have several sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it don't seem too bad though. I mean, if you're gonna eat sloppy joes with ketchup and all that stuff on it. Okay, let's break this down, Amber.
I'm Mary.
How many calories is in one serving of sloppy joe on a bun?
Here's what I found on the web for how many calories is in one serving of sloppy joe on a bun.
Did they even have sloppy joes in South Africa? $630 with 3 ounces of bread. That's one sandwich. Now, how many of those sloppy joes did you eat, Amber?
So peanut butter sandwich with jelly.
230. Oh.
It's better for you than a sloppy joe.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Sadly, no, I can't. Company has a recording policy. Oh. I'll see if I can sneak you a little. I got a big thing of organic maple syrup, though. I don't really need any of it. Thank you. Oh. Maybe he was talking to Jane. I don't know. I lost the conversation. I was trying to get up Amber. I bought 95% lean ground beef, wheat bread using light fat sloppy joe sauce. That makes a big difference. You probably lowered it big time like that. Big difference. Oh, I want my sloppy joes with the fat all in them. Oh, for sure. Makes it taste good. Yeah, I'm a stalker. Good morning, Alex. Amber, you just happen to be in the same place, the same people at the same time, and I followed too. Ooh, Alex, that's getting deep. You had one sandwich. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, all the time hearing people on all these different kind of diets, like this Atkins diet, where they take away your bread, pasta, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I'm not getting on that diet. Old man Atkins died because he didn't have enough strength to live because he was on that diet.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Dawn. I can't remember what she said. Whatever it is, it's flat. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I hope I can eat it. That would be cool.
It's a big square piece of bacon.
Oh my God, I wish so. Canadian bacon in a mailer. What do you think? He helps his bacon too. He said. Mm-hmm. That dog looks fairly similar to the old dog. He's just a little bit keto. Same with the keto. Yeah, me either. I cannot give up sugar and bread. No way. That was my next thought was keto when he said that, and I got tangled up in Amber's sloppy joes. Oh.
See, I'm not giving up pasta because I love pasta too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving up my bread because then I can't make my bologna sandwich.
I say just eat what you want to eat. That's my motto, Dave. I'm doing it. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's working for me too. The hunger pains I was having is starting to go away. Rick, I did, but I'm a big cheater. On a keto diet. I don't blame you.
Marie, I won't tell nobody.
We won't breathe a word of it, will we, G?
Nope.
We know nothing.
You want a couple of beagles, Marie?
We know nothing.
This
So,
duck is snoring.
is that what it is? A dog snoring?
Yeah.
I love to hear my dog snore.
Yeah, but this is Pixie. She's louder than that big dog.
Food is way too good. I drive clear across the country to get something to feel like crazy. I hear you, Dave. Me too. I'll go get a ham from a ham place that's like an hour away because they make such good hams. It's just so much better.
It's like it's placed by an hour from here. Hibachi house.
Uh-huh.
Man, it's expensive, but you will not walk out of there hungry.
I got to get a cup of coffee.
Go ahead, bud. Bobby, you want to get that truck going today? Uh-oh. Elvis, get out of that plate. I believe he is, Sandra. Did you get it rewired, Bobby, or something?
Hey, what'd you do? No, you didn't. You did that again?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God, dog. Are you serious? Changing your name. Holy crap. Good job, Elvis. Uh-huh. He's a it's empty. Fake the innocent face.
Was a starter, Bobby.
Sucker. Look what I got. Hear the rattle and the dingling. Somebody's watching you, and I get no privacy. Now he's playing ball. Lick that ball. He cleaned it up pretty good. He didn't quite lick it, but I mean, yeah, he did. Apparently, his glued them little pieces to the bottom of the bowl. Look, they don't even fall out. See? Oh, you don't want none of this. No way. Oh my God. Why? Mm. That was so good.
I had oatmeal cookie the other day. It had raisins. One of them cream filled. It had raisins in it.
Thank you, Amber. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich and barbecue chips, Mary. Peanut butter and jelly. And it was good too. I think that's like on the 8th day God created peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Slim Jims, and oatmeal or something. I think that's in the Bible. We might should check it out. What do I know? Oh. I'm Iggying you, just so you know. What are you hiding down there for? The rat's been chewing the wires. I will pick up as it lay there in the bushes.
Rick, I show you the snow sculpture some teenagers in town did.
I don't think so. I don't remember it if you did.
Yeah.
Okay, Squeaky. Come on. That's Squeaky.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's Abraham Lincoln sculpture.
And they got another one out now. I haven't got a picture of it. They done Mount Rushmore.
Now, that'd be cool.
I like this one.
How would you cook your steak? Like winning an argument's rare, isn't it, sir? Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Welcome back, Sandra. I wish you probably be going on. Little Debbie snack once in a while, treat a certain weight going. I got to get my Little Debbie's. Oh, my God, they're good. Okay, you win. I gave him a bath yesterday, Gene. His first one.
How'd he do?
He stood there. I took a picture of it. It's a okay, that's all right. Don't you worry, buddy. I'll eat it. He's busy right now. Let me show you the picture of him. Oh my God, my nose is itching. There's Sleestack. There's Sleestack. Here's what he looked like.
Steve, you have to open your eyes to see.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like what's so special about this, Dad?
Mm-hmm. And he stood there the whole time. He didn't have any problem standing there. Yeah, he will. He's done 8, Bobby. I don't think he's quite. I've never fed him an oatmeal cookie. Once he gets a taste of it, it'll be on then. He doesn't realize they're sweet yet. I probably better look, make sure they haven't got any. Now, these aren't sugar-free. Xylitol? That was a new name. I never heard of xylitol before.
Sound like a big drug or something.
Or something you would play an instrument, maybe. Oh.
Yeah, dog. Be right back, Rick. I got to put her out.
All right. Xylitol. Never heard of it. But he did real good. But it was funny too because he was a little suspicious when I said, "Come here, Elvis," and I picked him up and carried him in there. And then he seen where he was at in the bathtub. He knew what it was. He put his nose back to the door. I had to shut it. And a little bit later, I was going to weigh him. And I used the same motto. "Come here, Elvis, I want you to do something." He was like, "Whoa, what are we going to do?" He thought I was getting ready to give him another bath, I think. I couldn't believe it. I'm pretty sure it's right. You all right? You good? Tell everybody you good, ain't you? You smell. He sure does smell better. I know that. I'm messing. Oh, I can barely see that. Let me unhide it. Rick, check your Facebook message. I sent you something very cool. Okay.
Yeah, turn the TV down where it wouldn't mess you up.
Yeah, I don't know that did it. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. It could have been anything. Who knows?
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a chance.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Keep or sell? What is it? I mean, this is a toolbox, I think, right? Is that what that looks like to you, Gene? It's actually a stove and ovens, obviously, but it's supposed to resemble what? Old cook stove, maybe? Or
The dual oven.
a dual oven. I don't know. Pretty cool. I don't think I ever seen one like that.
I'd use it.
Yeah, I would too. Cook two things at a time. Thank you, Sandra. I have to get my dad's day started. Have a great day. Love to all. Much love to you, Brad.
Yeah, take care of it, brother.
That's a child play oven. I don't know. It had really gas-looking grills on top of it. I think that was real, wasn't it, Gene?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Looked like it was real. It had real gas burners on top of it. I don't think a child's one would have been that bad, but who knows? I don't know. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, you didn't got your belly full. You ready to go to sleep, ain't you, dog? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made a mistake yesterday and showed Sue some of one of the plans I got.
Uh-huh.
Now she wants me to build it.
Oh, that's what happens. And now you're going to build it, huh?
Oh, but wouldn't mind me. It's the stand-up pantry.
Yeah.
And plans are from Norm Abrams.
Oh, and O'Keefe and Merritt. I've heard of those. There's a humdinger. And no telling what that stove cost. I bet that stove was $2 or $3 grand or $5 grand. No telling what it cost.
More of what me and you can afford.
Yeah, I can't afford one. I know that.
Be a pretty expensive stove to make a fried bologna sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's from this old house. That's the same kind they have on this old house. Probably more than that. Oh, wow. Who'd have thunk that? My wife wants a $2,500 cook stove. I told her food tastes better over a free fire.
Good morning, Grizz. How's it going, buddy?
Good morning, Grizz. Oh.
Yeah, I got cabinet plans from him too, Don.
Oh, man.
Bad dog.
From this old house, from that guy on this old house.
Yeah.
He got some really cool stuff, don't he?
Yeah. You can buy all of his plans online.
Right.
So I got the kitchen cabinets and the pantry.
Darlene, bonjour. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing good.
Good morning, darling. Now I gotta go get that back in.
Oh, I have something here. Oh, I'm going to open it too. I keep telling them I think it's something to eat because it has the word enjoy right there. I think. Oh. But what do I know? Because I totally don't remember. Oh, open it, please. It's 4 a.m. here. Oh, you got to go to bed, huh? Okay. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it. Got to keep the backside hid here because there's addresses everywhere. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Stuff will fall out. Okay, let me hide this. Elvis, keep that right there, buddy. Keep that right there. Okay, Elvis, chill. I won't let it get you. I think this is it's Nova Scotia, and apparently she's on the French side, obviously, with bonjour. And it's going to need translating into English because I don't speak French. I don't think that's about it, and bonjour. Oh, it's the different fish in the history of Nova Scotia. Oh, yes. The history of Nova Scotia. Here's a McDonald's thing where I can get a cup of coffee already filled out on McDonald's. Can get a cup of coffee on her. It's getting better, though. There's more stuff in here. I can see that. Damn, I better get going soon. I don't know what's doing. She maybe wants you to take a vacation. Oh, lobster and all that stuff. The history of the lobster there. Picture of it. The whole memories of it. Wait. I won't repeat that part. That tells exactly where she lives at on the map that's in here. I won't repeat that part out loud. And there's some more here. Oh my God, look at that. Picker Rick 1. And on the inside, balloons are you because you're so weird. Nothing ways of thinking a plastic toy in someone's breath. Post-it notes. Thank you so much for doing the live streams in your channels. You're funny, cute. Yes, you are. And always open-minded. Keep up the good work and enjoy the tinkets I've included. Much love, Darlene, AKA her channel name. Handmade with love. This card was handmade. Oh my God. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you so much. And I will absolutely, I'm almost going to cry here, y'all. Oh, wow. I will put this up right behind me in my office where I do most of the live streams from. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. And I'm going to read every bit of this book. If I have to take Google Translate, no, if I have to translate it, I'll do it somehow. Every bit of it. Hope you started from this side. It's in English. I didn't see that part. Is English on this side, French on this side.
Yeah, Rick, you know, if you go to Nova Scotia, you have to go through Maine.
Right. That is absolutely the coolest card I have ever got. Completely handmade, completely well done with the flags on it. There's some little post-it notes here. Wow. I don't know what to say other than thank you so much. And I will promise you, I will get you a bunch of different stamps. I think I've got a whole thing on back. I will send you some of those stamps you wanted to. I definitely will.
Good morning, Miss Tammy.
Good morning, Miss Tammy. Lingual. It's bilingual like you. Yeah, I guarantee you speak French. Yeah. You have to. I mean, where you're from.
Yeah, I'm bilingual. I speak Southern. I speak Drunkenese.
Bobby, you have a Chevy. It can't carry more than a 6 Bang Ranger. I really do thank you so much. I really do. I'm no doubt. I have got a lot of cards over the years. That's the most well thought out, handmade card I've ever got. Yeah.
Well, I got my sticker designed. I just got to get. I don't have a printer to print them.
Oh, Lordy. Love a Pontiac. Wow, he is sleeping. Like a baby.
Well, you eat all your food, so yeah, he's tired now.
Mm-hmm. You got any big plans today, Gene?
Don't know yet.
Did it snow some more? Or did it quit last night? I can't remember what you said. If it was supposed to snow again.
Tomorrow night.
Wow. That's hard to believe that you can get that much snow piled up. Oh my God. Subpar still. Oh man, this is fun to watch. Makes me want to be quiet, not say anything, just watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go make us some popcorn and watch this.
Yeah, this is a better movie than we ever be. I got a little bitty trailer down there. It's like a 4x8. It's made out of a single wide truck bed. You know, the kind with the, what do you call it? The step side?
Yeah.
And the step side part's been cut off of it. And that sucker's got about 8 leaves under it. You can pile anything you want on that thing. I thought you was a red, white, and blue with some yellow. Maybe I forgot to add it. No. I'm red, white, and blue, but I respect everywhere, everything. All of them. That I can't get that out of my head. I can't. I've been trying here for about 10 minutes not to cry. That's why I keep getting quiet.
If it was 50 here, shoot. Let's see what. Temp's going up. 19.
That's what's under mine, Bobby. Under the little trailer I got. I need to redo the bed on it. It's a tag-along trailer. I bet it come off of that same model truck. I'm going to break out my Daisy Dukes and flip-flop. For sure. Absolutely, Darlene. That's all it's about. It really is. You blessed my heart today, too. You really did. You made my whole day. You did. I had no idea what was in there. I was thinking like beef jerky and I kept feeling of it like, it's too skinny to be beef jerky. If it is, it's flat, you know. And I'm way better than beef jerky. I would eat the beef jerky and it'd have been gone. I could keep that for the rest of my life. You know. Way better. Thank you. Dang, I'm getting a lot of buffer.
Yeah, Amber, you go ahead and put them Daisy Dukes on. We'll watch.
Okay. Yes, darling. He's sleeping like a baby. Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be here because I know Bobby's wanting to go live and mess with that truck because my whole deal this morning was opening that package. That was all I wanted to do this morning. Is open that package up.
You know, I probably won't be able to plant till probably middle of July.
If it wasn't raining today, I'm going to go get my seed. I think I've got it though. It's raining out there now, I think. Let me look and see. I was going to plant me a turnip patch. I want some turnip salad. Do you like turnip salad, Gene?
Oh, yeah.
With vinegar on it. Oh my God, is that good stuff. Hey. Ooh-wee, that's a cold wet. Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like cook some big pot of turnip greens, have some cornbread, some pepper sauce.
Oh, I forgot about this. This was in there too. It's a phone adapter for my other earbuds, so they'll plug into this phone, to the new phone. I didn't see that. Oh, thank you. That is so cool. All I gotta do is plug that into here. And voila, both sets of Apple earbuds now work in the brand new 10 Max. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. That's like, oh my God, thank you. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that it fell out. Oh, you did. You did. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I did. It'll be 10 or 11 before I go live. Okay. It's cold here, Bob. And raining. Is it raining there? I didn't even know they made those adapters. I had no idea. I wonder if they make one where you could plug your earbuds in and the charger. I'm gonna go to the Apple and find one. Oh,
Yeah. Found me a hand plane I want.
cool.
Japanese hand plane's about a foot wide.
How do you push a Japanese hand plane a foot wide?
You don't push it.
We pull the wood under it or something? Or?
No, you put it on top instead. You know how ours you had to push?
Yeah.
Japanese plane, you pull it to you.
Oh, wow. That would be cool. That look like that maybe be easier, don't it?
Oh, you ought to see the contest they have.
Oh, wow.
They go for the record shaving,
Uh-huh.
the longest. So far, it's about 35 feet before it broke. But you can get the shaving, put it up light, see all the way through it.
Thank you, Dawn, for coming this morning. I know it's late. It's got to be 4:30 or 5 by now. So get some rest. I hope you sleep well, and thank you so much for coming, Dawn.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Take care, Don. But
Let's see, the phone is more waterproof. Ah, I wondered about that. When I first got this phone, I was freaking out when I realized my headphones wouldn't fit. I'm like, what? Are you serious? They changed that? And Apple's supposed to be the ones that don't do that. Oh.
yeah, I've been studying Japanese joinery. They can put beams together, never use a screw or a nail.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Bobby. I'm sorry. A screw or a nail.
Yep. They can build something and not even use a screw or nail.
Those shavings of wood are amazing. 9 micron.
Yeah, Darlene must have seen them too.
She knows exactly what you were talking about.
But
I think they're into wood because her husband was a logger. And you know, heard the stuff she named off he does. They live off out in the, sounded like in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, I like to have me a sawmill like Grizz got. Hell, I'd have all kinds of wood to play with.
Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you.
Morning, Kevin.
Whoa, I need coffee.
Bobby, just look in the window like everybody else does.
I see that eye you give me. Logger, fisherman, has a wood mill, a mechanic, and a musician. That is.
I had to quit logging, had to quit doing a lot of mechanic work. But
My family run wood mill for 50 years, 3 generations of them. Let me show you what I'm talking about too. Darlene, I come right out of that wood industry. This is an aerial photograph. I can't tell where it's at. I got something away here. I can fix that.
Darlene, that sounds like heaven right there.
My entire family came out of that wood industry. When I grew up, this is all that I knew right here until I was in my 40s. This is what we did. It was a pine mill right here, a hardwood mill over here, and that's stacks of logs right there. All stacks of logs, tons of them. There's the office. We chipped it. Wood chips, sawdust and stuff was blowed into vans. Sawdust over here blowed in a van. The lumber carried out, whole 9 yards. The North American Free Trade Agreement shipped all the furniture plants to China. We couldn't figure out how to make it work, so we sold it while it was still operating. It was a big old mill. That is like 14 acres right there that you see. 14 acres. I don't think I've ever showed that before. I talked about it that I remember. If I did, it's been a very long.
It's been a while.
Yeah, maybe I did a long time ago. I don't remember. Oh.
But
It was.
I've only been doing this woodwork stuff for probably about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I was just. My point was, I'm very familiar with that logging and what it is. Bobby, what kind of trees y'all cut? All of them, literally. All the hardwoods and stuff going into the furniture industry. The softwoods going into the making houses and stuff. The studs and all that framing. The softwoods, pine. But the main core of it was oaks and stuff like that, and pine. We did them all.
I want some walnut.
And those mills, we switched over from the old style mill, Gene, to an electronic one, where it just goes through, takes 2 sides off of it, then it falls down into a cat, goes into another machine full of an edger full of saws. It splits it up into boards, and it never slows down, only one direction. Now you may wonder, what will I bring to this relationship? Trees. Oh my God. I didn't see that coming. No, I should have saw that. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. As long as you're bringing something to the relationship, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh Lord. Oh, I haven't checked out the Picker Rick 2 channel. Please do. We have naked trolls and stuff on the weekends and at nights there. We have a ball. That's where the kind of stuff that she was talking about happens at.
Look, Amber, Rick ain't gonna tell.
I won't say nothing. Y'all done did it in here the live stream. I don't need to do anything. I want to say anything. Oh, she likes turning me red. That's all she's doing. Hold on. I got this. No, I'm fine, Elvis. It's cool. Come over here and sit down. I'll talk to you. Lord have mercy. Have you seen my video yet? No, but I'm going to go look at it. Let me open your channel up. I'm talking to you. Right. And still, I know you're just kidding. I know. I know I'm not. I got your channel open, so when this is over with, I can watch your video. Dog, what's up, dog?
Yeah, good morning, dog.
We got 2 dogs in the house now. How many you got? 3? 5 dogs in the house. Can't stay long. I got to load a car. Oh, wow. Cool. Loaded. Dog. Oh. Well, I got way too many phones here now. If you'll come sit up here, I will give you some oatmeal cookie. I promise you I will. Think about fishing. Flash. Oh. I got my glass off. Amber's going fishing this morning. Hey, Beard. Good to see you. Good morning. Okay, I got you. It's all good. I promise. Now, all right, guys. This is Elvis's first oatmeal cookie. And y'all know how much Scooby loved these oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal cookie for you. Yeah, it's just for you. And if we're going to, this is what I'm going to bring to this relationship. I'm going to bring oatmeal cookies and Slim Jims. Remember how much you liked the Slim Jims at the kennel when I gave you the bite? Oh, you're slobbering all over me. Hold on. Now try that. First oatmeal cookie, baby. What do you think? Rick, I'm coming after the peanut butter. Okay. Oh, y'all can see that, can't you? Oh my God, hold on. Let me hide that. That's not really there. These aren't here either. No. You can see the earbuds. Oatmeal cookies and peanut butter. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm better. Oh my God. How did you make those? I gotta try that. I've never did that before. Hold on. I think I see how she did that. Let me see. Dot. No, that's not it. Wrong dot. Dot. No, that ain't it. Yeah, that's what
Right
might be.
beside the P.
Okay. Okay, I see how to do it, but I'm not doing it because I'm a guy. It would make no sense for me to put that in the chat. Oh Lord, Elvis. Elvis. Quit doing that. Elvis, we're on film. Elvis, we're on camera, buddy. You can't be doing that on camera. Ladies, put the girls away. I can't make it. Look, Iron Dog's got a set too.
Yeah. Man boobs are not as fun, I don't
Yeah,
think.
man boobs don't count, dog. Sorry. Elvis, you can't do that on camera. Just so you know. Good morning, Haywood. Jablomi. Good to see you this morning. With what's been going on, I might as well say your whole name too. Good morning. Good to see you. Oh, Lord. I could do what Elvis is doing. He wouldn't have to stretch so much. Elvis. Elvis. Come on, bro. Everything's running. It's about quite a few people there here. Rick, I'll be back. Time for prayer. Amen. Okay, Marie. Thank you. Amber, you need to get those checked. Trying to stay warm now this winter. Hey. Man. Hey. I want to go on the record as saying I'm never going to do that in the live stream. Hey, you want some more? I'm sorry. Come on back and lick your butt. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me what you do. Bye, dog.
Later, dog.
I apologize, Elvis. Butt smelling is a choice, not a privilege. Yeah. Come on back, Elvis. You can smell your butt all you want. I don't care. I gave him a bath yesterday. First one, he did good too, darling. You should have saw it. He stood there like a champ. He did. I mean, he stood there like a champ. Oh, Amber is starting to get that thing down pat now. Oh, Lordy. What'd you go down there for? I must have offended him. I offended Elvis. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you told him to quit smelling his butt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he likes to smell the soap you used yesterday.
It was flea shampoo, but actually smelled pretty good. It was green. It smelled like mint or something kind of like that. It had a good smell. Okay, I need to go. Elvis is a prince. You are a blessing. Stay curious and comment on any video you watch. Okay, I will. And thank you so much. That card is awesome. I love it. The card that she sent me, Darlene sent this card and the book and the free coffee and the adapter. Thank you so much. You are awesome, darling.
Take care, darling.
Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to the Pickerick 2 channel, please take a look at it right there. We do radio shows, and that's about it. That's the only thing I've ever did on that channel. Is live radio shows. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Thank you, Sandra. Bye, Darlene. Thank you so much. You make me laugh. You are so funny. You are awesome. Oh, Lord. I feel exhausted today. Gee, don't know why. I guess it's because it's the weekend.
They'll do it every time.
Mm-hmm. It sure does. Ooh, Miss Tammy's washing laundry today. Rick, get a Red Bull. Excellent idea, Amber. Excellent idea. And today's show is sponsored to you by Red Bull. For all your energy needs, get a Red Bull. Mm-hmm. That ought to wind some stuff up here in a minute. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. You remember the last time I did that, Sandra? I drank a Red Bull on a live stream. Oh my God.
Oh, I might try to get out there and make me a couple of tools today. I don't know if they'll work out.
What you gonna make them out of this time?
You know, on the little shocks that holds like lids open on cars, like trunk lid and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that shaft out of one of them.
Oh, cool. Oh.
So that's some hard steel.
Mm-hmm. Y'all was nuts. Rick, my truck is positive traction. 411, positive traction rear end. I'm just guessing. That's what most of them Chevy products put under them was a 411 for some reason. Well, that Red Bull is an acquired taste, Gene. You ever drank any Red Bull before?
No, I like coffee too much.
I like coffee too. It vitalizes the body and mind. Boy, that's a kind of an understatement right there.
Cool. Bobby says I put too much coffee in a pot.
You mean when you make it, you put too much coffee in the...
Well, Bobby says.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing today. I haven't got that figured out either, Amber. I really don't. I really don't. I have no idea.
I don't know why Bobby thinks I put too much coffee. I only put 7 scoops to a 10-cup pot.
Is that overdoing it or underdoing it? I don't know. How many do you put normally? How many would normal people put?
I don't know about any normal people.
Rick, I love both Red Bull and Monster. I do too. I used to drink it all the time. I have a little added something in it too then, Amber. It wasn't just Red Bull. That's what got me started on them. I was traveling all the time. I would drink Absolute and Red Bull.
Yeah. Bobby, how much coffee you put in a pot?
Yeah. Oh, Sam just got a hankering for another cup of coffee.
2 scoops. Might as well just drink water.
Maybe I've been overdoing it then because I've been using a big old tablespoon and I put 1 per cup. That's like way too much in, isn't it?
Nope, not for me.
Yeah. Your body don't know whether to go up or down. That's the whole deal, Steve. When you're drinking Absolute and Red Bull, is you get a wide awake drunk. That's the whole deal. No doubt it's bad for you, but about 3 o'clock in the morning, when the energy drinks wears off, boom, you're out like a light. It's like somebody flipped a switch. You don't even have. You better be on the bed when it happens. Literally. It'll be.
Amy, 5 scoops would be weak. I put at least 8.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore with alcohol. I'm probably going to drink about a 4th of this and put the rest of it in the refrigerator. This is 8 fluid ounces, so I only drink about 2. Good morning, Rosanna. Good to see you. In fact, that second, third swallow, I'm putting it up. Elvis, you're dancing this morning. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let me put this thing. God, it tastes bad. Okay, I'll let you out. Oh. Those energies are tough. Hey, baby. Yes. Hold on, I'll get you some of it. Hold on, I'm working on it. Oh, you liked that, did you? I take it you liked it. It's his first oatmeal cookie, guys. He had a bite a little while ago. I take it you like that. It's pretty good. Ooh, there's the 4th set that's been put in there today. Oh.
Steve, I quit drinking 2 cents when they made the phone.
Yeah, I don't drink much anymore. I had I had a bottle of wine in a radio show here not too long ago. Oof. Wow.
Every once in a while, me and Sue gets a good margarita.
They're good with the salt on them. Oh my God, you can't beat them.
But they're waitress would bring it back to the table and be green. I said, take it back, add enough tequila to it turn brown, then I drink it.
Yeah, a really good margarita's got that one kind of in it, that's brown liquor that's in it. I forgot what the name of it is. If it don't have that in it, it don't even taste right. I can't remember what it is, but that's good stuff. What a big baby, Snuggles. Yeah, he got thirsty. He got down. He's digging this oatmeal cookies out. He's really liking it a lot.
Yeah. Hell, I would too.
I mean, he's really liking it.
How do we know that, Amber? Prove it.
Oh, I see. Had to go get his baby. You knew a chick named Harry Nipples? Oh my God. That's funny.
Amber, he'll love that too much.
No joke.
See, he volunteers already. Steve, take it like a man. Ain't nothing like good beating in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good eye opener. It's the next best thing to coffee. Here's what Darlene brought this morning. I got it in the mail. It's a card, a handmade card. Picker Rick. Everything but the card is stark, and ironically, the handmade with love stickers on the back. She did a great job on it too. Inside it says, "Thank you for your live streams." Very cool. Good morning, Pam. Good to see you this morning. That is the most awesome card I think I have ever gotten. It really is. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, I can go over where I go camping at. There's a ferry. Go straight over to Nova Scotia.
That it's not too far into Canada, is it? Nova Scotia?
Yeah. It's at the northern tip of Maine.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people don't realize Maine's pretty good size.
Right. Might as well, Amber. Well, you're on a roll. Get everybody.
Oh,
Mhm.
watch out. Sandra's going to do spanking.
Yeah, it's a different kind too. And she's in charge.
Yeah. Sandra's got a new nickname.
Start calling Amber Spanky from the Little Rascals.
Colonel Sandra.
When she asked for it, she got it.
Yep.
You wouldn't even believe, Pam, how this morning's went.
Yeah, went from oatmeal cookies to
Boom. All in one shot. It was no small increments either, was it? It just went boom. Backs away slowly.
What's the matter, Steve?
Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Megan.
Good to see you. I think we're having a Pick a Rick 2 stream on 1 today. I think that's what's going on without the music.
Who needs music when you got boobs popping up everywhere?
I didn't even know you could put them boobs in there like that. That was amazing.
I'm surprised they didn't flag it.
I know, Sandra. Hey, I missed that. I'm not fully awake yet. I'm on my second cup of coffee. You're confused?
Join the crowd.
My friend Darlene from Nova Scotia sent me this card. It's a beautiful handmade card with all kinds of stuff on it, and with balloons and all kinds of stuff, and a French book about Nova Scotia. It tells you everything about the fishing, the wildlife, everything that's in Nova Scotia. A free cup of coffee. She sent me an adapter for my phone, and then just out of the wild blue yellow, we were talking about lumber yards, sawmills and stuff. Now this is going to sound kind of strange. I admit it's going to sound kind of strange. And we talk about her husband was a lumber guy and a fisherman and all this, and I showed my thing where my family was in the lumber industry, the wood industry for years, and all of a sudden she said, the only thing I bring to the relationship is boobs. And they started appearing in the chat. I knew your internet has trouble. I knew it. And I told everybody there when you fell out that your VPN would fail in and out. Sometimes it worked great, sometimes it doesn't. Your internet, you have trouble with it. I knew exactly what was going on. No problem at all.
No, you should be sorry about it.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Stuff happens. Some of those places where you're at, I'm surprised you even got internet. I'm surprised.
Oh, now Steve wakes up.
Mm-hmm. And people started putting those boob emojis in the chat. So we was drinking coffee, having our normal chat conversation, and it goes. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. Oh. Well, however, it was extremely interesting to watch. I don't know how it happened. I have no idea. Oh my God, is that Scooby next to you? That is Elvis, and he brought his toy up here with him, which happens to be a Scooby squeaky toy.
She might be talking about the one behind you, Rick.
Oh yes, this one. Yes, this is Scooby. Scooby blanket. Yeah, it sure is. Oh. Okay. Oh. Steve, you're like 30 minutes too late. The plushie. Yes, it is. It's a good one too. I love this Scooby blanket. It is really cool. Oh, really cool. It makes a good backdrop too. And I usually like this so you can actually see the Scooby. Okay. Plushie.
Toy. Elvis's toy.
Oh, Elvis's toy. Yes. It did squeak, but I ain't. Oh, yeah. Has no effect. I'm not taking your toy, I promise. I won't take your toy. Here, he can lay right there with you, and everything's cool. You want to try it again today, Megan? You got time? I mean, what is it? It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening. Are you? It'd be Saturday. Yes, it's Saturday night, evening. Hey, Rick, you got Emily's attention. It didn't bother him none. He didn't even flinch. He's looking at me like, Dad. Daylight saving time. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, tonight.
Spring forward and fall back. So we're going to go forward an hour. That means we gain one, right? Be on Facebook, Megan. Oh, where's that doggy? He's so cute. Yeah, Gene. I need to get out here and do some stuff. I started messing with my garden yesterday, trying to get my place where I'm gonna plant my salad patch ready, and I got it. I started messing with the tractor to get it going, and every time I get things just about ready, it starts raining again. Every single time. Where'd my other one go? Ah, there it is. That is so cool. I can use either one of them now. Yeah, I sent her a link, Mary. She's got it. Thank you. Oh, wow, my legs are cold. Opened that door to let him out. I'm freezing.
Yeah, that pantry Sue wants, it's 39 inches wide. It's about 16 inches deep and about 7 foot tall.
No, it's okay. No problem. I was in the fun room by myself. You probably got in a toy box too, didn't you? Guarantee you she did.
Good morning, Artsy.
Yeah. Good morning, Artsy. Take care, Rick. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later on. Have a good one. You too. Thank you, Haywood. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by this morning, hanging with us a while. Rick, does Elvis have part husky in him? Yes. That's what gives him the blue eyes and the curled tail, the husky does. The rest of it is, I thought it was an American bulldog, is what they said, but I looked up, he's pit bull is what he is. Pit bull and husky. I looked it up. I thought American bulldog, Gene, and pit bulls were the same thing. They're not.
Nope, nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it. The pit bull is a bulldog terrier, and the American bulldog is literally a bulldog, completely different. They look a little similar, but not quite that, not very much, that way either. Sure did.
Pit bull's taller.
Yeah. Which is mind-boggling because a pit bull and a husky are both big dogs, and this one is grown. You know what I mean? He's not going to get any bigger. It's like he's a runt or something. Or he got the terrier part. You know what I mean?
He got shortchanged at the feeding table.
Mm-hmm.
Probably on that Atkins diet.
Probably. What did they say about hogs? He got the hind something or another. Look at that. Ain't that something? He is laying on that Scooby-Doo thingy.
Peachy's favorite toy is a stuffed hedgehog.
It's no doubt in my mind that that's his favorite one right there. But that tennis ball, he would rather play with that than eat when he was hungry. Yeah, just shove it on up here, buddy. I don't care. It ain't no fun. I know, Amber, it ain't no fun. Definitely. How long you been following me? That is funny, Steve.
Yeah, Steve wanted to pull me over and said, "No, you been drinking a little?" "No, sir." "You sure?" "Yes, sir. I've been drinking a lot. I got divorced today."
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well. And Rick, I'm going to have to get out here and feed all these animals.
All right, Gene.
They look like they fixing to put a voodoo spell on my butt.
Oh, no. You don't want the voodoo on you. That's bad.
All right.
Bad.
We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Thank you for coming, Gene. Appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. Talk to you later.
All right. Amber says, when I got arrested for assault and battery, I was put in jail for 3 months. Oh, my goodness. That's a long time. They got me for playing at Effervescence and AC/DC, Amber, for 3 months on this time. Oh, I was assaulting copyright laws. Oh, I would never do that though. No way. Mm-mm. No. I thought that Red Bull would kick it into gear, but I ain't kicked nothing into gear. That's it. he ate. Now he's out. Rick, we all know you. Retract that, Steve. Retract that.
I've arrived.
Hey, welcome. You made it, and we can hear you.
Guys, can you please keep quiet? And can you please turn this TV off? Kyla? Can somebody turn the TV off, please?
Jail food is actually as nasty as people say. You had to force yourself to eat it. I bet. It ain't supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a deterrent to not do whatever it was you did to get there.
Crazy household. My apologies.
That's okay. We all have them.
I had to take my dog to the vet today.
Uh-oh. What's wrong?
Because they said that they had I forgot to mute myself when I was shouting at them. My bad. I normally mute myself. That was a fail on my side. What I was going to say is they said that when I got him that they had done everything, but they obviously didn't. And we had noticed that in his stool there were worms and stuff like that. So I got my back up, and how I was shouting today was how I was shouting in the vet. So yeah. I was like, what, you made me pay for this rescue dog, but you didn't do anything to him. All you did was shave the dog, like what, I mean, so they ended up doing everything. I got it at quite a discount as well, because obviously I bitched. So, and then they vaccinated him, 2 vaccines. They cleaned his ears, they dewormed him, and they put the bug treatment down the back, all the way down the back.
Yeah.
Cost me, just to compare, because I know how much you guys pay in America. It's quite expensive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cost me $35.
Oh wow! It would have been a couple of hundred at least here, guarantee it.
Yeah, I paid $35 for 2 vaccinations, a dewormer, a spot treatment, down the back. I don't know what you guys call it, and cleaning of the ears and stuff, and obviously a routine checkup.
That
$35.
parasitic fleas and stuff. That treatment down his back for fleas.
Yeah, it's not just fleas. It's for mites. It's for ticks. It's for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to really be touched for the next 3 days. He doesn't understand it. I feel bad for the dog, because he's like, why is nobody loving me? And we're like, well, we can't really love you. We're not allowed to touch you properly for 3 days. And he's not allowed to have any baths for a week. So from from having the vaccine, I believe it was rabies and something else. I don't know what the other one was.
That's what blew me away about adopting this dog. He'd been chipped. Exactly what you said, the stuff that goes down the back. I just said fleas, but I mean, it treats all the stuff that you said. The wormer, they did it all, and I adopted him for $50. I'm like, how do they do that? Somebody must be state funded or something.
No, because you know what it is? I believe these adoption places, they get the stuff at cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get the treatments and stuff at cost. So it doesn't really cost them much. As like, if you would go to a regular vet, they put such a markup on all those medicines and stuff that they give these animals, the vaccines and everything else. Like in South Africa as well, it's very expensive. In South Africa, my dog had parvo, and I had my puppy, and I had to save his life. I mean, it cost me an arm and a leg. But I eventually, when I figured it out, and if you go to the RSPCA, or equivalent of, it costs you a third of the price. And even for like the same things like vaccines or worming pills or whatever the case might be, it costs you a third of the price. And it's definitely because they get it at a cost price. Because when I took my dog Diesel, he was a border collie, when I took him to the vet, and I told the vet, listen, this dog is, I can't afford these vet bills. The amount of money you people want to keep him overnight, these private vets on a trip and whatever the case, I can't afford it. So he said to me, you know what, I'm going to do something, because he was the family vet, It's like,
Yeah,
I'm going to do something for you that I don't generally do for anybody, but I'm not going to charge you for certain things, and I'm going to make you pay what I pay. You know what I mean? For all the medicine. So I ended up getting the price massively reduced, only because I knew the guy for years. Otherwise, if I'd gone anywhere else, I would have paid 3 times the price.
Oh yeah. Good morning, Michelle. Good to see you this morning.
Parvo is a horrible, horrible disease. I was very lucky that my puppy survived it. Hey, Amber. I always feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Live stream.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very intrigued by your titles these days.
It feels like that in a live stream, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That one's really got people's attention this morning. I literally got Facebook before I even hardly got going. Like, Rick, what does that mean?
I like the one from yesterday, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one was a deep thought, personal deal. I gotta
I'm actually I'm planning on incorporating some music into my channel now, because I'm getting back onto working harder on it. And I don't know if you know. Do you know Nerd of the North?
I know that name. I can't quite put it together, but if I saw it, I guarantee you I've seen him before.
Oh, I love Nerd. Let me tell you, that guy is something else. Like, oh, he's wonderful. I've known him for a long time, and he's actually going to be sending me like a playlist of music, and it's not just beats. Do you know what I mean? It's actual, covers of songs and stuff as well. That's that non-copyrighted stuff. So I'm pretty excited to be incorporating that into my channel, because I mean, you know it, but I don't know if anybody else ever knew it, that I'm a music junkie. So it's nice for me to be able to like sort of incorporate that into the background of my music, of my streams and stuff. So
yeah, I love it so much that
it's awesome.
Busted for it here. So I went to started another one to do it.
Correct Artsy Studios. Nerd is up. Listen, I'll tell you how I met Nerd. Nerd actually found me. Was when I was going through that whole thing with my mom, which I'm not going to elaborate, but when I was going through that whole thing, Nerd actually contacted me via, do you know June Gore? Vic, do you know June Gore?
Very well. Yes, she's a good friend.
Yeah. No. So Nerd actually contacted me through her, and he had written a poem for me. He didn't know me, but he kind of felt for me, so he wrote a poem for me through June Gore, and that's how him and I became friends. So yeah, he's a good guy. He used to live in the United States, and then he moved to Norway. Oh, Grizz is in here. Hey, long time no see, Grizz.
Grizz, he's a character.
Oh, he is. He makes me laugh. He's one of those people when I'm in the chats and stuff and I see him, I'm always giggling at his comments.
His sense of humor is incredible. The sense of humor he's got. And then this stuff on YouTube, everything that's going on, he is on it. I mean, he knows exactly what the deal is. I learned a lot from Grizz, a lot.
Smart man. Look, I'm back on the Burger King again tonight. I think I have a problem, Rick.
A Burger King problem?
With Burger King, yeah.
I bet she likes Burger King really well, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I have a problem. I eat it way too often. And I'm a great cook, and I just don't see the logic in cooking for myself. as one person because I always overcook and I don't eat leftovers. So that's a problem. You know what I mean?
You have to throw it away. Yeah, it's a shame.
And I can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I was raised in such a way that you don't waste food. You know what I mean? Like so, I always have a hard time with having the leftovers and throwing them away. And you know what the funny thing is? I don't know if you saw the other day when I was in your chat and I said that Tessie is my guilty pleasure. I sit and I watch her, Rick. Like I watch her video. I don't comment on her videos, but because I'm not really a commenter, I comment on the streams, obviously, but on videos I don't do it so much. And I sit there and I watch her videos like all the time, like one after the other. Like I go backwards because I obviously, haven't seen everything. And I'm like sitting there, and then she's talking about frugal and, making life easy living and all this stuff. And I'm sitting like with 2 Tupperware dishes in my fridge that I'm like about to throw away. And I'm like, if Tessie only knew, she'd kill me. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that go through my head. I'm such a weirdo. And I'm just like, if she only knew how much food I waste. And I'm sitting here binge watching her channel, getting tips, and I'm sitting here throwing away food. It's terrible.
The stuff we've learned from Tessie is incredible. From our washing detergent is homemade to our cleaning wipes to everything. You wouldn't believe the stuff in my house that came from Tessie. And I heard you say that you were binge watching her videos like that the other day, but it's amazing. And she literally lives that. It's not a joke. It's not a put on an act.
Right.
It's for real.
I think deep down inside,
Oh, she froze and fell out. She'll be back, folks. She'll be back. It's that internet problem in China, but it comes and goes sometimes. Sometimes it stays forever, and sometimes it falls out, but she will be back. I love the Tasty channel too, Rick. Ask if she watches Food Wishes as well. I sure will. I sure will. A race between Bobby and Grizz. That would be cool. I would like to see that too. Bobby on his lawnmower and Grizz on that amphibian vehicle he's got, whatever that is. Make it interesting. Make it without changing lip your tires. Oh, Sandra gonna be right back.
Sorry, moment of weakness.
You're back.
Moment of weakness. On the internet side. I was saying that I think deep down inside, I kind of live vicariously through her because I've always grown up wanting a life like that. I had my horses, I had, all of that. And I wanted to always live out in a small holding, but I never want to live so far away from the city that I'm completely isolated. But I want that farm life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want the farm life so that I'm completely secluded from the world. But if I jump in a car, I'm like 10 miles away from the city where I can get to the shops or a hospital or anything that's free.
Yeah, that's
what I mean.
I live way out in the country. I mean, if you go out, it's almost a half a mile down my driveway to the road, But if I go 20 miles to my north, I'm in one of the larger cities of North Carolina. It's a big city where I got the dog from. There was 140 dogs in that shelter. I mean, it's a pretty large city. But you wouldn't know it if you were sitting here where I'm at. You wouldn't know that it was that because North Carolina's
that's the kind of life I want. Like right now I live in a slap bang in the middle of a city. I hate it because even though I grew up in what we call like the winelands. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's very quiet suburbia where I grew up. And even then it was too much for me. Do you know what I mean? I always used to go and I used to take my car and I would drive out to my horse and I would go and spend my day out in the middle of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's the life I think ultimately I seek. Like having everything that you need, being self-sufficient, but should you require medical attention or, my child needs a hospital or, or shopping for that matter. I can get into a car and it's just down the road, kind of a thing.
And that's exactly what I have to do. If I'm going to find anything decent, if I'm going to shop, and I have to go to that city. It doesn't work here.
Yeah, I really, it's the kind of life I think ultimately I would like to have. Where in the world, I have not yet decided, but you know, like that's what I like, and I think that's why, like, I watch a lot of homesteaders. I mean, I found you and gardening and all of that stuff, because I think ultimately that's what I want, you know. But it's to get to that, it's not easy. For me anyway. I can't do it in South Africa because, well, we all know what's happening in South Africa. I don't need to explain.
Yeah.
And where else in the world? I mean, everywhere else in the world just seems so unreachable or so unattainable for me, because to me, the US is so expensive, or Australia is so expensive, New Zealand, Canada, all these so-called native English-speaking countries are so expensive to me. It just seems so unattainable to me anyway.
And it is.
And I mean, I know that you all live that in daily life. It's just, it's so expensive. Like when I look what I'm paying for a vet. If you had to take your dog to a private vet, you're going to pay 3 times the price of what I paid.
More.
Do you know what I mean? Like
300 by the time you add the vet bill and stuff on, at least.
Right, and it's like it's the picturesque life that I always hope to have.
And
But
somebody
I
asked
don't know if I'll ever get it.
after you dropped out the other day, somebody asked, wonder how long you would stay in China. I was trying to explain to them that you generally went on a 5-year plan. You know, you moved
I work on now. I used to be on a 5-year plan, and I work on like 2 to 3 year plans because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I used to live in Thailand. I was there for 6 years. I've been in China for a year. How long I plan on being here? Only the man upstairs knows, because I don't. My life changed so drastically in the last year, and it's still changing every day. I've been on this sort of. That kind of reminds me of that song from Miley Cyrus, "The Climb."
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that song?
Sure do.
Always going to be another mountain, or is that's me at the moment. Like I'm climbing mountains. I don't know what's at the top yet, but I'm climbing mountains at the moment. So we'll see how long I'm going to be around here. All I know is that wherever I go, I take my dog or my kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've lived my whole life in a state of mass confusion. I get that, Tim. I feel the same way. And maybe you know, people from your channel don't really know me that well, but if you know, like, my history, I basically I feel like I'm at a crossroads in my life, if that makes any sense. Like I've lived my life, my whole life, for my parents. So whatever they did or whatever they needed, I was always there. I was that kid. Even though I was the black sheep of the family, I was the one they could rely on. So my mom moved to Thailand before I did. She moved to China before I did. And I've always wanted to be, and I grew up with my dad, so I always wanted to be close to my mom. And 4 years ago, I lost my father. And in July last year, I lost my mom. So I've sort of been on this I'm lost kind of way, because I've always done everything for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make any sense? Like, I've always lived my life with them in mind, about where I'm going, what I'm doing, even with my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always incorporated my mother and my father, because, you know, they weren't, they made a lot of mistakes, but they were the best parents I could have ever asked for. And when I lost them both, I kind of lost my way, if you know what I mean. And I've become so indecisive. I don't know what I want and where I'm going. So I kind of understand that whole mass confusion thing. Like, I feel like that on a daily.
And me and you have discussed this. We have about each other each other, but I don't think anybody else here probably understood that, you know, what was going on.
Right. And a lot of the time I come on these panels and I say things and I know that it's only Rick that understands what I'm saying because we've had conversations. But you know what, I'm getting better about it. So I'm more able to speak about it. But there's still a lot of things that, you know, are still up in the air. And if I have to explain my life to you now, you'd all sit there and look at me like, well, no wonder you're confused. But, you know, it is what it is. And one day at a time is all I can do. You need to learn and discover your... Exactly, Sandra. Now, you know what's funny? I have a friend here in China who was my mom's best friend. Her name was also Sandra, and she said the same thing. And my mother said to me before she passed away, because she knew she was dying, she said to me, it's time for you to learn to live for yourself and try to learn to live a life that puts you and your child first and makes you happy, and stop trying to live to make everybody else happy. Because essentially that's what I did my whole life.
Good morning, Ms. Fulton, Mr. Caitlin.
Hey, Marie.
Marie's
I mean,
back.
I want to know if it's Marie or Mari, because my grandmother was Mari, spelled the same way.
I think it's Marie. She was here earlier, but she goes to prayers every morning. She just went to prayers and she's already come back. Welcome back, Marie.
I
Good
always say
morning.
this is a hard enough life that we live, so we just got to, you know, take one thing at a time.
Good morning. Today is my golden birthday. You just used that line, what, a week ago? Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh, I sing happy birthday to you. I have it easy.
Oh, Amber. I read that and it breaks my heart, because I was very blessed. You know, my parents divorced when I was very young. But I will tell you one thing, even though they hated each other for very many, many years, they always did what they thought was right. I'm not saying it was right, but what they thought was right by their children. And my father had 6 kids with 3 different wives, and my father provided for every single one of them. And most of us all grew up with my dad too. And my mom was the same. My mom, even though I didn't grow up with her for the last 7 years of my life, she was my rock. You know what I mean? Like when my father passed away, she was my biggest. She did everything in her power to make my pain less. But when she died, it all came back tenfold, because it was like a double in one, you know? But I'm grateful for that, because I know that there aren't many people in the world that can say the same thing. So, you know, they weren't perfect, but they were perfect for me. They screwed up. We all do. I screw up every day, but
Me too.
I try to make my child know that I love her regardless of my screw ups. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yes, you have a beautiful daughter too. She is so pretty.
Oh, yeah. She drives me crazy, though. Not going to lie. Don't let the beautiful little face fool you.
Going back to
I think
the
it's got to be thankful for what we have sometimes.
You're making me hungry again, Tim, with the fish fry.
Oh, that's sad, Amber. You know what? Life is short. Maybe there would be hope. I believe in hope. That's why I tattoo that to myself. I believe in hope. Sometimes people come around at the most unexpected times.
It really set into me when Scooby passed away. How short it is. I couldn't believe it, you know, because it seemed like I just got him, and here it had been almost 9 years. And I look back through all the things that I had, pictures of him and videos that he was in, all in my gardening videos and stuff, all through it. And that dog, my whole life on YouTube from 2012 till now, Scooby was in it. And he was a
Mm.
part, just a bigger part of my channel as me, probably bigger.
He was every day. Every day he came in and you would give him that jerky and, you know, all the whatever you were sharing in the morning, you were sharing it with him. I remember I was there for, well, for as long as I've known you, which is what, like 2 years maybe.
Mhm.
Like he was, I saw him every day whenever I saw you.
Yeah,
So it was a huge part of your life.
and I said, well, he'd been that part of it. So when I buried him, I actually did the live stream on the funeral. And I was sitting there talking about him. I remember I started crying. I went up to the camera and I looked, and it was like 49 people in that live stream. I couldn't believe it. It was just, chat was rolling. How many people that had saw him and everything that came in, and it was it just blew me away. The love and support that I got when I buried that dog, blew my mind. What a community. And the community is everything here. Without the community, nothing doesn't happen, That's why I always say at the end of every stream, it's the greatest community on YouTube, because you don't see any of the junk you see in a lot of places. You don't see the drama-filled stuff. You don't see any of that. That's just joking. Grizz and Steve is carrying a bunch of stuff, and Tim is, and Kevin's always talking about getting another six-pack to drink, going to a bar at 6 a.m. in the morning. I mean, it just isn't there in this community. I don't know. I see it other places I go that it's kind of nuts. And I'm just so thankful that I have this community to be able to go to.
I am lucky with that as well. I don't really have the drama in my channel unless it gets brought to me. But because I'm obviously, who I'm friends with and stuff. The thing is, though, I will say this: if it wasn't for YouTube and the people from YouTube, I don't think I would have survived this last 7 months. I wouldn't have.
The support is amazing.
I have now. I don't obviously talk about this as well. I suffer with anxiety and depression. And when I lose myself, I lose myself. And if it wasn't for a lot of the people that I have met on YouTube, I would have lost myself completely. People that were checking in on me. June Gall used to phone me every day for 4 months. She phoned me every single day for 4 months straight.
You can't
like, she was like, I'm just making sure you're breathing. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of a thing. Like she changed my life, that woman. Mr. Kaplan, her, my girlfriend, she as well. And I met her on YouTube. All kinds of things. Like there have been people that have just uplifted my life. Cab 7, Green Bay Wacky, those people. If it wasn't for them, I don't know how I would have made it.
And Michelle, North Carolina says, Michelle doesn't live very far from me at all, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Man, I can relate to that. It's taken me 2 years to begin to understand what's normal after losing my parents 21 days apart from each other. So I can really relate to this.
I'm sorry, Michelle. 20, that's hectic. I mean, mine were 4 years apart. 4 years. And even that, when my mother died, it was like I got hit double, because like I said, when my father passed away, my mom was my biggest rock. She did everything to make me be okay. Do you know what I mean? Like she would take me out, she'd keep me occupied, she would do all kinds of things so essentially when she died, I had to grieve both my parents at the same time again. It was very twisted and weird and unexplainable. Do you know what I mean? Like it was hard. It's a overwhelming. And this is the thing. Like I'm 32 years old. I should not be without my parents already. My grandmother is still alive. Do you know what? My one grandmother. My other grandmother died at 89 years old. My father was in his 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like my father died at 66 years old and my mother died at 59.
Yeah,
she actually died not even a month after her 59th birthday. Her birthday was on the 18th of June and she died on the 10th of July. So, like and I went through this whole thing of like, my daughter's got to grow up not knowing anyone, it's horrible. And I still get very overwhelmed. I'm like, trying my voice just going to crack. I'm trying really hard to keep my shit together. Sorry for the French, but I try really hard, because this child asks me almost on a daily about her grandmother, and I can't even talk about the woman without getting upset. You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine.
So
I lost mine 2009 and 2010, a year apart, but they were 87 years old. I kind of knew it was coming, and it wasn't any easier. And I'm still have times now, 10 years later, that I think about it, or the phone rings and I go to pick it up and think it's going to be her or something 10 years later. So I can't even imagine what you're going through. It just,
every day,
I can't imagine.
every day I go on Facebook, and I'm not lying, for the last 7 months. You know, when Facebook tells you you have memories with certain people, you
Yeah.
know, every day I have one with my mother. Every day. Because for the last 7 years, my mom and I did stuff together nonstop before she passed, you know. So, and my mom's death came very quickly and unexpectedly. It was horrific. Like, I had such PTSD after that. It was unreal. Unreal. But I actually had this tattoo done in honor of my mother.
Oh, cool. We'll talk.
This is a lotus flower. My mom's favorite flower was the lotus. It means peace and serenity. And she had a huge one tattooed on her shoulder. And obviously purple is my favorite color, so I did the purple. And obviously stars, if you know me, that's also my thing. So I incorporated my mother and I into one tattoo.
And there's another one
So
there, Pam. You see Pam Peoples. She's been literally to my farm here and got vegetables and stuff. Her and her husband came, and she lost her husband 2.5 months ago, and she don't know what's normal yet. You know what I mean? She still don't know.
I'm sorry, Pam. Loss is something that I have learned, that I have lost so many people in my life. It's unreal. At 32 years old, I can't believe the amount of death that I've had to go through, and it never gets easier. And you know what the thing is? The pain never goes away, but somehow you learn to live with it. It's just it's not a thing of the pain never goes away. It doesn't. It's just
Mm-mm.
you learn to cope somehow, miraculously.
I'm always amazed at these streams because when I fire one up in the morning, I never have a set agenda. I never do, but it always
Right.
it makes its own agenda somehow every time. It fulfills itself and blows my mind. You know what I mean? It just does.
I do too, Pam. That's why I said I take one day at a time. 7 months later, and then when I think about it, it's still as raw as it was yesterday. Do you know what I mean? Like the feeling of it being yesterday. And I think that a lot of the time, I don't think I've actually processed everything that went down. I tried to block it out because I never thought that I would have to do the things that I did for her. And you know, you have to shut your feelings off when somebody is like that, sick and not okay, and you know, cancer spreading right through the body and stuff like that. You have to shut off your feelings, and then it all comes crashing back at you. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, I have a friend that lost like 8 family members in like 1 year period, including her mom and dad. And she suffers from PSD so bad, it's unbelievable.
I've got it now, PTSD, but related to my mom's stuff. It's horrible. Like, you know, you sit there and you listen, and you know, I can never take somebody else's pain away from them because we all feel things differently, different members, different family members, people in our lives, and it's crap. Not good. That's all I have to say. Detachment. Yes, that's exactly what I do. I detach. And you know what the thing is? Like, I have this thing within myself that I either feel everything, which is where I'm at right now, or I disappear. Like, there's no in between for me. I can't switch certain things off. You know, some people can do that. I take my hat off to them for doing that. Me, I feel everything, or I go completely numb. And when I go completely numb, I'm not somebody that anybody wants to be around. And I don't like to be that person. So right now, as I try very hard to keep myself attached to feelings, but then it comes to feeling everything that you don't want to feel. So, pros and cons, and got to figure which one works for you.
That was the first thing about a family member lost that was in the chat early this morning, what Amber's saying right there. She was asking for prayers for her husband who lost his cousin 29 years. Oh,
I'm so sorry for him, Amber.
that was the very first thing in the chat early this morning. Right. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Oh.
Sure. Father died at 56 years old. I was only 20 years old. How tough it was, especially being adopted child, especially wanted by my father. That gives me goosebumps, Caroline. It does, Pam, for sure. The thing is, a lot of people always say to me, like people in my real life, they don't understand this whole YouTube thing. And they say to me, you spend so much time on social media, yada, 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 but they don't really get it. Like YouTube is my escape from reality. So I spend a lot of time on YouTube, whether it be on other people's panels, on my own streams, or just in the chat. Like, this is a place where we can all come to, and you're always going to meet somebody that maybe hasn't gone through exactly the same as you, but somebody that can relate just a little bit. And then you don't have to feel like you're so alone in the world. That's what YouTube does for me. And, selfishly, I'll say this, that sometimes I go on a stream to make myself feel better so that I don't have to remember what I'm going through that day, or how I woke up that morning, or how I couldn't get out of bed for the whole day. Like, it's a great place, YouTube, when you have the right community. I feel you, Christy. I have so much anger about my mother's death. Yeah, Caroline. There's a reason you're still there. Me too, Sandra. That's how I met my partner. Hey, Elvis! Thing is, that's why I said people can relate. It might not always be in exactly the same issue or the same way, but people can relate to you in these communities. They can relate because there's the overall feeling of loss, or the overall feeling of depression, or the overall feeling of anxiety, or something like that, gives you a sense of security when you know that somebody around you is going through the same thing. You can feel somewhat like you're not alone.
It does, and it becomes more here than I can literally. When I see Bobby Sprinkle's name right there, and he says, "Sorry, Christy," I actually hear Bobby Sprinkle saying, "Sorry, Christy."
There's a lot of people like that too. Yeah, I feel that too.
And when you came into the chat, I hear you saying that. I don't just see type text anymore. It sounds crazy. I know it does, but
it's very true. I have that too with certain people come into my chats and then they say something in my chat and I laugh and everybody's like, but it wasn't funny. I'm like, you guys don't get it. I can hear them. Do you know what I mean? I can hear them in my head. I can hear the tone. I can hear the way they're saying it, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Jean.
Hey, Jean. Sorry I missed you. My mother never remarried. She passed away November 11th, 2016. We went out to dinner the next AM. It was gone at 3 AM. I got the call. She was 86 years old, though. I've lost a lot, Amber. You know, and I always sit there and I say I don't want people to feel sorry for me. And I think if you've lost people, you understand that. You don't want sympathy. You want understanding. There's a big difference between the two.
That's exactly right, Sandra.
Sometimes a blessing, sometimes a curse when you become a... Oh, for sure, Sandra. For sure. I have met people on YouTube that I am no longer friends with. So I know what that's all about. People you think that... This is the thing. You've got to find the ones that are real, because you find people that put on a show as well. And that's the... I mean, Rick has spoken to me on camera and off camera. The only difference between me on camera and off camera is that I cuss a whole lot more when I'm off camera. That's all. But other than that, I'm pretty much the same person.
Exactly.
I gotta I hold my tongue a little bit, because when I get going, like if this mouth starts going, then the I can't help the sailor mouth. But other than that, like, because I'm restricted in my daily life. Like, if you know what I do for a living, you know what like, I'm a mother as well. You'll know why I cuss like a sailor when I can, because I can't do it when I'm, like, I have to just bite my tongue. But I mean, what do you think, Rick? I'm pretty much the same person, right?
Exactly the same person. Nothing changes. And that's what kind of goes along what we were talking about, what Sandra said a minute ago. It's so much fakery here on YouTube, but people are putting on an act or something that you have to look at the person's heart. Do they have a good heart? What do they do? You can't see what's coming out of their mouth a lot of times. It's what they do, their actions that really show. It really tells what's going on. If you see the same, not heartfelt, sent over and over and over, you eventually learn a person's heart, that they really do mean to try to do good. Does it always happen in a way? Does it actually? Sure. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Everybody.
No, that's true.
When you see the same thing on the opposite end, evil that keeps spewing out of them, you eventually learn that, hey, something's wrong here. You eventually learn that too.
That's true.
Absolutely. On both ends of the spectrum, it's what happens. And that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
And you know what? I've even said that on my own streams. I said, listen, a lot of people come into my streams and they'll say to me, "Oh, you're so sweet, you're so nice," and whatever. And I'm like, I always try to be nice to people. That's how I was raised. It's in my blood to be that way. But a lot of them mistake that for me being naive, which is far from the truth.
Right.
I've lived a very interesting life. I've not given my whole life story on YouTube, but I have lived 1,000 lives in one. I've traveled the world. I know a lot more than what people think. I may play dumb when I see things in the chat, but I'm not dumb. I know exactly what's going on. And I could tell when somebody is malicious and when somebody is not. And I always sit there on my streams and I'll say to you, I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world, because I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a biggest hypocrite, and I'm definitely not perfect. I will make mistakes left, right, and center. And if you call me out on my shit, sorry, I'll own it if I know that I'm wrong. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing about me, is that I will own my mistakes. If I know that I'm wrong, I may not apologize immediately, because it may take me a day or two to see that I'm wrong. But the moment I realize I'm wrong, you'll be the first person to get an apology. You'll be the first person, because I'm not afraid to own to my shit.
Exactly.
So
never been more aware.
But that's the problem. People come on this platform, and this is where I can relate, and they pretend that they are a certain way, and then they show you this one side of them. But at the end, the moment you're turning your back, they're shoving a knife into it. It's happened so many times to so many people I know on this platform.
It's happened to me.
Me too, Amber.
I don't even. It doesn't affect me, anymore. I just say.
It only affects me if the person meant something to me.
Right.
If I was close to them. I've had people stab me in the back on this platform many times, but I am a firm believer of this. If you have an issue with somebody on a social media platform, don't go and make a live stream about them. Do you know what I'm saying? Contact them privately and be like, listen, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Or I think this relationship is not working. We're done. And that's it. Or if you could sort it out, sort it out. But do it in private. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
No one is perfect. No, nobody isn't perfect. I'm a firm believer of that. And sometimes, like, I may say one thing on my streams and the whole world gets offended because I said something that they didn't like, because I didn't please one person. And I try to be nice to everybody, and everybody, I mean, they always say, oh, Megan's nice. Megan's nice. And yes, I am nice, but I'm not perfect. That's what I always say. I'm not perfect.
And people are so touchy these days that sometimes in a stream like this one, it's 25, 30 people, and the chat's rolling so fast that you forget to say hi to somebody, and they chew you out. What's the matter? Do you know, you don't like me anymore, or you hate me, or something like that? And I just simply didn't see it.
I've had that too.
See,
Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Did I do something to you? And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? Like, no, I'm not mad at anybody.
no, not mad at anybody. I just didn't see it. It's that simple. And don't take what we're saying right here to be specifically directed at any one person here today, or any one person you're thinking, oh my God, they're talking about me. No, we're not talking about you.
It's general.
It's a general conversation we're having here. It's not about any of you. You got to get that into your head somehow, please.
I've had that too, where I've said things in my streams and then I get the DMs after, were you talking about me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, if you've got a guilty conscience, don't blame me for it. You know, like, yeah, no, I get that.
Oh.
I got backstabbed by 5 YouTubers, but they didn't stop me from being on YouTube. These 5 people only had 3 have apologized to me and made friends again with one. You know what? Some people are just not meant to be in your life. That's the way I see it.
Okay, I want to make a confession. Half of what I meant was about Grizz. It really was. Because he told me.
It's B and J.
Because I know he can handle it. The other half was Christy. I confess.
Hey B and J, how you doing?
You ain't kidding, Gene. In a big old stream like this, you know, we was topping out in the 30s a little while ago. And everybody's talking. You can't. There's no way you can keep up with it. It's impossible almost. And through the years, people have said, Rick, you got to slow the chat down. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I said, I refuse to stop anybody's ability to talk. I will not do it. I'm not going to. You didn't acknowledge my last comment, Rick. You really dislike me. I intentionally missed your last comment, Christy, because I know what you're doing. Rick, okay, I'm looking at him.
Where are you from? I come from South Africa, Caroline. I live in Asia, but I'm from South Africa.
Rick, you there? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Hold on. I'm following you, Caroline. Pam, not Caroline. I want to show you guys something. My friend Pam that's been to my farm here several times is a friend of mine. I told you earlier that she lost her husband. I want to show you a picture she sent me.
Oh.
Apparently he's orange belt in I want to say jiu-jitsu. That's what it looks like, the emblem right there. It may be karate, but it doesn't look right for karate. I think it's jiu-jitsu. I did not know that either.
Could be jiu-jitsu or taekwondo.
Taekwondo, maybe. Thank you, Pam, for sharing that with us. Thank you so much.
True, Caroline. I'm friends with a guy in Africa. His name is Jan. That's a very Afrikaans African name. Jan.
7th degree black belt in Ishuru karate. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Oh, Pam, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Things like that hurt my heart.
That is so good. It's so nice of him too to do that. Taught a nonprofit for kids in the community. Welcome back, Brad.
You know what, Pam, all I can say to you is I don't know, well, nobody will ever understand your pain. But just have faith in knowing that one day it will get better. One day. Keep your eye on the prize.
Rick, you so ignore me to pout. No, I didn't ignore you. I saw where you said I was talking about you. I'm ignoring those kind of comments because I told you in advance we're not talking about anybody. I've seen 2 or 3 people left that thought, he was talking about me. I know exactly what you're doing. You are so wrong. You are so wrong. We're talking in generalities. It's the last time we'll say it. We're just talking about generalities of stuff that happens on YouTube. It's not directed at any one person. And it's not going to be.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think, no, there's, that happens all the time. Like, people always think you're talking about them. Please, people mustn't take things so personally.
Yeah.
Seriously. Sure. And you know what? I don't even know who Rick's talking about, and he doesn't even know who I'm talking about. Like, we're just generalizing.
Right.
Because it's being on YouTube for so long, you go through a lot of people in your life. I don't have the same people watching me that were watching me a year ago. Just saying. A few, yeah, maybe a few, but not all. Amber says she was just messing with you. She's just playing.
I know. I knew she was too. I was playing with her by ignoring the comment because I knew she would come back. I knew she couldn't take it. She would have to come back. Rick, look up. I knew she would.
Me too, Ozark.
I love Amber. It's a Southern way.
I try to be okay every day because I know that's what he would want. Yeah.
Okay, to talk about me, I like attention. We aren't talking about you. We ain't talking about you, Marie. I will ignore people if there's food around it. Me too, Gene. You give me a ham and cheese sandwich on toast with some mayonnaise on it, and I will ignore everybody every single time, except the dog, because he will not leave me alone. He's sitting here begging for more. I love you too, Amber. Thank you so much. Nobody's talking.
You see, that's why he has us up on the panel, Gene, because if he needs to go grab a snack, he knows we'll watch the chat for him.
Yeah, that's why. He had bugles this morning. He sure did. Oh, he had bugles this morning. I'm going to have to eat Elvis's oatmeal cookie, I think. Maria, if I was going to talk about you, I would call your name out and say it. I wouldn't have a problem doing it. Oh, I'm not talking about you. Never have, never going to. Oh, here. Oh. Oh. Y'all roast me. You've heard me in good. We're not going to roast you, Amber.
Thanks.
Oh.
As Elvis left the building.
He is across here. Let me show you what Elvis is doing. I can't see the chat while I'm doing that. There's Elvis. He's messed his blanket up. I had his blanket there. He's piled it all up, made a pillow out of one corner of it. Taking a nap.
Do you want, wait, now seeing it, okay, wait, let me just wait for everybody to disappear and then I'll show you where Navy is. Kyla's behind the curtain. Okay, go. You need to go to bed. It's late. No, not to 9. Ugh.
Hi.
They said hello. Okay, you can go to bed.
Oh. Morning, Brando.
Okay, let me show you my one. Now, my one is not allowed to be handled for 3 days, so he's there. I'll show you my one. There he is.
Boy,
Can you see him, Rick?
yeah, I got you clicked on you.
Yeah, he's busy lying there feeling sorry for himself.
He's not going to understand. Scooby never did. I would make him stay
He's like,
inside overnight for 24 hours and not let him go outside till the stuff sunk in good and got on there. And when he go out, he'd get on his back and leaves and everything he'd think of trying to get it off, but it's too late then. Yeah.
yeah, no, he's got his jacket on because he's tried to rub his stuff, his face and everywhere all over. So I've left his little coat on. So, because it's underneath the coat. And I'm like, you're going to leave that on for today and you can have it tomorrow. Take it off, yeah?
Watch for a speed bump. No, Grizz, we're not using Elvis for a speed bump.
Am I allowed to smoke, Rick, or what's the story?
Yeah, I've been doing it all morning. I do it all the time now. I smoke one right after another. Pam,
there's some people that are totally anti me smoking on my streams and on there. So just
my friend that I showed the picture of her husband, Pam, she's from North Carolina too. Just right here, close by me. Right here, close by me.
Okay.
John, welcome, John. Good to see you.
Grizz, I haven't seen you in a while. I used to see you quite regularly. I don't anymore.
He's here.
I mean, around YouTube.
Yeah.
Like around the YouTube.
He comes on panel a lot. We sit around and shoot the shit. I mean, talk.
Talk the talk. Shit.
What's the good word this morning? Well, this has been a unique stream, Brenda. It has. It's been a sharing stream. We've all been sharing our
yeah, I've not shared any of this within not even on my own stream, Rick. So there you go.
That's pretty much it. Good to see you this morning, Brando, too. You're not at work today, though, right? You're probably home today, Saturday.
Listen, Bobby, I'm trying to quit because I know today I've barely smoked any cigarettes, but now that my daughter's gone to bed, I'm like, don't smoke. You know,
Nicotine attack. Oh.
I've been busy lately. I understand, Chris.
Grizz has been trying to quit smoking. He's up to going outside to smoke now, which has slowed him down a lot.
I normally do the same thing, but it's been so cold. So now what I do is I stand in a room, the one room in the house. I close the door and I put the extractor fan on and I smoke in there. She's not allowed in there. This is a unique situation, me sitting here smoking, but she's not in this room anymore. She's gone to bed, so I'm good.
And I used to smoke outside all the time. I've got to go back to it. I've got to.
Me too. I can't wait for spring to arrive because I'll go back to smoking outside. I can't handle smoke in the house. I hate an ashtray as well. I'm the weirdest smoker you'll ever meet. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes. I can't stand an ashtray. I can't stand the smell of the smoke. But I have to smoke. It's horrific. That's what happens when you're an addict.
Yep. That's exactly.
Quit 5 years ago. Oh, girl, give me your secrets, please. I haven't made much videos either. Oh, because we'll go through time.
Exactly, Gene. We've touched on a lot of subjects before we got to our home subject today. It sure did. It went all over the place this morning. I couldn't even believe it.
Tough to quit smoking. It is tough. I've been smoking since I had my first cigarette. Please, I do not promote smoking. I think it's the worst habit in the world. I had my first cigarette when I was 9 years old. I started buying my own cigarettes from 11.
Trying to get next year.
I'm definitely not proud of it.
Has any of the peppers came up yet, Chris? Probably not.
I planted strawberries today. Now that I'm thinking about you and your gardening, I planted strawberries today in a little pot thing, little seeds. So I'm hoping they get. It's because spring is starting now. I believe it's the right time to. We're the same as you, so I think it's the right time to start planting the stuff. So I planted little strawberries today. I'm so proud of myself.
7 habaneros have sprouted for Chris. I sent him some pepper seeds, the Carolina Reapers. He's gonna try to grow some of them and some other seeds.
I must send you from here. I keep saying I'm going to do it and I always forget. I must put a reminder in my phone.
What's the temperature there where you're at?
Me or you?
I'm pretty sure you think.
It's warming up here. I'm so glad the sun was shining yesterday. I was so happy. I put a picture on Twitter. I was like, yay, the sun is shining. I'm a weirdo. Small things make me happy in life. I'm on 51 degrees. What are you?
Let me see what I am.
Wow, Ozark. You quit 3 years before I was born.
I'm a little cooler. I'm at 37.
Okay. I'm on 51. Tomorrow's going to be 55 and Monday is going up to 66. I'm so excited, guys. Like, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so sick of being cold. Like, I hate wearing all these layers. I came from a country where it was hot all year round, and I moved to China, and now I've got to freeze myself to death for half a year. It's horrible.
Now, there's my friend in Tampa, Florida. Look, it's 70 here. We're going to be up to 80 today. He's going to be at this beach swimming under palm trees. He usually puts in the song, I have a drink in my hand and my toes in the sand and all I need is, he usually puts that song in, but he hadn't done that yet. So I wanted to beat him to it this morning.
Oh, Caroline. I was born in 86. I'm going to be 33 this year.
Good morning, Greg, too. Good morning, my friends. Good to see you.
33, but I feel like my body feels like it's 150 sometimes, not going to lie.
Burr, colder there than it is here. She's in upstate Washington on an island, I think. I'm a bum in the sand. Yeah.
Oh, he's from Sunshine State, yeah? Florida, Greg.
Yeah. I know.
I can't wait to go to America. I'm so excited. I'm planning it.
We're good friends.
Not sure exactly when, the date.
Yeah, we're good friends.
But I'm planning on doing a bit of a trip around the US. I'm going to go visit a couple of states. People from YouTube. I'm going to go meet people one day.
Yesterday, Michelle was on here, and she's just about 15 minutes from me, and she said it was pouring down the snow, and I went outside to look. Not a drop here. I didn't see any flurries like that. Yeah, me and Greg is good friends. We send each other stuff all the time, emails and all sorts of stuff. We talk all the time.
Okay. Caroline got married the year that I was born for the first time.
Don't come to Maine till July. The snow won't be gone by then. Oh, my God. I'll show you my new emotional. I saw that. I saw that guy sitting on that bench with his new pet. You want me to show that? Let me show you the pets in Florida, y'all. That was funny. I think I can get away with that. Those are my emails. Yeah, here it is.
Ozark, soon be 74 years old. Well, I'm impressed that you're on YouTube. Because I remember I had to show my grandmother how to type a text when she was in her 70s. So good going. You're young.
I saw this yesterday. I like to fell out of my chair when I saw it. If I can find it again.
What are we talking about?
Something Greg sent me yesterday. I want to show you guys a picture of it. It's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else talking about something different than that. I can't see the chat.
I can see it. I'll tell you what they say.
Oh, I can't find it. Where did it go? No, it's got to be here.
So everybody in your chat is from the United States, it seems.
No, it's good. It's United States, Canada, and Australia primarily, with about 75% being US.
Okay.
A few.
I got my first computer in 1986. Oh, wow. Florida, Greg says hurricanes are just a little breeze.
Can't find it, Greg. Oh my God, I wanted to show that so bad. I remember telling
I'm
myself.
in Canada. Oh, okay.
I can't find it, Greg.
Well, you're all on that side of the world. Australia is now, it's like 1 a.m. in the morning for them now. Some of them. It's 10 p.m. at night on Saturday for me.
Emotional support animals. Yeah.
I live in Georgia, Megan. I'm above the state of Florida. Okay, I've got friends in Florida. My family lives in California. I have family in the United States. They immigrated there when I was very young. I've just never been myself. But that's a long story. My aunt, my uncle, and 2 of my cousins live there.
There it is. I knew he would do that.
I was supposed to move to Florida when I was 13 years old. Didn't do it though, with my father. I used to live in GA but moved to Maine in 98. Megan, I'm 16 years older than you. I'm about to turn 49. You don't look a day over 30 by your photo on YouTube. I'm subscribed to you, Bobby.
Here's the type of pets they have down there where Greg's from.
Oh, wow.
His name
Oh,
is
wow.
Wally, is a registered emotional support animal.
Oh.
Very cool, Greg. Thank you.
So we have a lot of those in South Africa. Crocodiles and alligators. Like, I would never. I've seen what they can do. No, thank you. Turning 37 this year. My husband is turning 50. Nice. Dang, I feel old now. Just a spring chicken. Wait, I'm old. Listen, my father always used to say this, and I don't know if it's going to be appropriate, but I'm going to go for it anyway. My father always used to say as a joke, you misunderstand, I grew up with a man, like my father raised me. You're only as old as the woman you feel, is what my father used to say.
That's pretty good. I like that.
So, and my father was 21 years older than my stepmother.
You
So,
lying, Greg. You lying. You've almost double that. Oh, I love him.
my father had the driest sense of humor, but he was so funny. So funny.
He says that every time. I'm 26.
Listen, I'm turning 33 and I've decided that I'm going backwards in birthdays now. I'm not going forwards anymore. I've decided I'm going to turn it around and start going backwards again because I you know what the sad thing is? I still remember turning 21 like it was yesterday. And now I'm almost 33. It's like, wow, where does the time go? After I turn 60, I'm not going to count anymore. I'm going backwards, Jean. I've decided. I'm not even going forwards anymore. Backwards is the way to go. Reverse. Am I the youngest one here? Hey, Rick.
Do what?
Am I the youngest one here between your chat?
Maybe. You're pretty close for the youngest one, probably. I mean, there's a few that come in here this morning. There was what was her name? Oh, I forgot her name. I think she's in her 20s. You're probably pretty close to the youngest. I have like JT and some of them around sometimes that are kids that come in here a lot. What?
I'm younger mentally than me. I mean, I like to think I'm still a kid half the time.
Me too.
Listen, becoming an adult, I always say this as a teacher, I always say becoming an adult is overrated. It's funny when you grow up as a child, you're always like, I can't wait to be finished with school and be an adult and live my own life. Jeez, did anybody prepare me for that? No.
Living's the only thing that does it, then. You have to live it to prepare yourself for it. As you go through it, you learn how to do it.
Okay, when my father was like, all right, now you need to start taking care of yourself. I was like, wait, what? You want me to do what? 60 going on 18. I like the way Jean thinks.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ow. Legs fall asleep.
Oh, that happens to me all the time on streams.
I forget how long we've been sitting here. I'm sitting here, legs crossed like that for an hour and a half.
Double nickel here. Okay, Scott.
Marie just had a birthday. I think.
Well, happy birthday, Marie.
Sure did.
My birthday's in April. Next month. Oh, boy.
She's 67. What was the one earlier? What was that guy? He was 70, what, 8? Somebody in here said they were 70 some a little while ago.
Ozark is 76.
Ozark was 76 years old. That's pretty amazing.
I think it's awesome.
I do too. Still keeping a YouTube channel going and everything.
You're an Aries. I am indeed an Aries. I'm a ram with horns.
Let me see if I can.
Rosanna. Sorry. That's so funny. Oh, shit. Oh, Lordy. That's like something my father would have said. I think when you get over 60, you say congratulations, not happy birthday.
Yeah, you made it this long.
You made it another year.
You know, there's a certain age scientists say if you get that old, chances are you'll live to be 80 or 90. You know, if you're going to do.
My grandmother was 90 years old when she died.
I think it's 60 something.
My one grandmother, and her sister was 94. Kind of hoped she would make it to 100, but the only thing was when she hit her 90s, she started getting Alzheimer's really badly, and by the end, she was completely mute. You know, she didn't speak anymore, and she didn't know who anybody was. She became somebody she wasn't. So, you know, you don't really want that either. My dad was 66 when he passed away. Mom was 59.
I just like that title, Scott. Pretty cool, huh? In my younger days, I knew a Carl housewife and a girlfriend. They're all in 1 month overdue. Oh my God, gee. Oh God. I think me and him had
How old are you, Rick?
55. No, I'll be 55 in October. I'll be 55 in October. Sure will.
Did you have to think about that for a second?
Yeah, I did because I don't have a clue sometimes. Me and Ozark had I traveled with my job all over the United States for years, did it for about 10 years. And he traveled to China with his, and both of us gave it up because the travels got to us. You know what I mean? It got to where you just couldn't take it anymore, trying to figure out where you were when you woke up in the morning. You traveled to so many places. I had almost forgot that conversation. He's been all over China, all over. He's very familiar with it.
Oh, Ozark. I live on this fast train, I live about 20 minutes away from Shanghai. In a province called Zhejiang. So yeah, on the fast train, I'm about 20 minutes, and on the regular train, an hour, 45 minutes away from Shanghai. Shenzhen is very nice too. China is huge. So like the province that I live in is massive. Like there are so many cities in this province. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Son-in-law is from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a 3-hour plane ride away from me. It's not mainland China, it's separate. I've traveled a lot of Asia, but in China itself, I've only been to a few provinces because I work, so I don't have time. But I've traveled a lot more in Thailand than I have here. My father is 97 and will be 98 in March. Wow, Ozark. Wowee. It gets bent if I say he's from China. Yeah, no, definitely. They do that. They do that. It's, yeah, it's different. What's the rent out there, like in American money? I don't pay for anything myself, but you can rent an apartment, fully furnished, for roughly for a single person. You can rent an apartment for, I'll tell you now, let me just get my conversion going here. About $360 a month. All month. Rick, you got quiet on me, and I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. I can hear you fine. I'm just sitting here
Okay.
reading the chats. All I'm doing.
Sorry, I'm not trying to take over. I'm just
No,
answering the questions.
I thought that was pretty interesting that how he knew all about China. That was a lot of his travels was China. Oh. Google held that, Steve. Yeah. Well, how
Tokyo,
long?
Japan. I know people in Japan. What kind of work did you do, Ozark? It's pretty cheap here, Pam. Most things are pretty cheap. But for the company that I work for, I don't pay much of anything apart from my child stuff.
Well, Steve, write Google and tell them. They did it.
So anybody have any weekend plans that are interesting?
They don't like you. I hear you. I'm going to sit around here with Elvis. My intentions is to get out here and do some stuff in the garden, but I can't. Every time I get it ready to do it, it rains. I've got to get ready, so I'm going to plant some seeds inside, I guess. Probably do a couple of videos on that, getting them ready. I need to plant my
I've
pepper.
planted before you, Rick.
You sure did. Florida's going, Greg's going to beach with
Get a haircut, Rick.
alligators, get a haircut. Yeah, I might do that. I need to do that, but not much. Layered is what we're
Are you
looking for.
growing your hair out now?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Are you going for like that biker rocker kind of look, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it grow out. In fact, I did a stream yesterday, and everyone voted for me to grow my hair out when I asked this question about 3 or 4 months ago. And the grow their hair outs was like 16 or 17 to the keep it short was 15 or 14 or 15. And yesterday I asked about getting it cut. I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning to this loud boom, and it popped into my head, maybe I should go get a haircut. So I asked everybody yesterday what they should do, and the entire chat said, leave it long. We want to see what it looks like long. Get it long enough to put it in a ponytail, all sorts of stuff. Man buns, I forget what all came through it. It was pretty, grow your beard too. I don't know about that, Steve. Greg has a beard down to here, he's got a long one.
Where are they doing that, Steve? If you have to tell me the province. I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing in China half the time. So if you could tell me where they're doing it, I could tell you if I'm nearby it or not. Because if I am, I would like to see that. Vote for Cut. I vote for Tara. I vote for Elvis. She's voting for everybody. I vote for Cut too, Sandra. I'll agree with you on that.
I've seriously considered cutting because it's summertime coming, me working in the garden and stuff. It's going to be hot with this long hair. And I showed a picture of me in the earlier streams where it was short And they still, everybody in the stream wanted it long.
Sichuan. Sichuan. Just double check how far that is from me. Google Maps. Puijiang River.
That's pretty cool. Everybody stopped us waiting on your answer.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I've got to check my maps.
No, it's okay. Good morning, Tessie. How are you? Everyone.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Yes. There she is.
Earlier, we were talking.
I was talking about you, Tessie.
Yes, you were. Oh. And it was all.
It's quite far away from me, by the way. It's like about 2, maybe 3 hours on the train away from me. Yeah, regular train. Maybe even more.
This has been an interesting stream this morning too, Tessie. We've been sharing about the loss of our loved ones. There's so many stories that's come across here. Oh yeah, it was good stuff.
Of course. I've only got good things to say about you, Tessie.
Yeah, we've been sharing about the loss of our loved ones and stuff today, and there's so many stories that's come across here you would not believe it. Lots of stories.
I was telling Rick that I live vicariously through you. I'm like one of her biggest fans, but I never actually comment on the videos. I don't know why I don't do that. I'm weird about commenting on videos. So yeah, no, it's about a half a day's trip actually. Big Steve, it's a half a day's trip. It's quite far away from me, but now that you've put that on my radar, I might actually go and figure that out. Because I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. I could vlog that stuff.
Has anyone seen Sandy K lately? I just thought about it. I've missed her the last few days. I haven't saw her anywhere.
Don't comment, just leave emojis. You know, it's not because I don't want to go. Do you know what my problem is? Is when I watch a video, as opposed to a live stream, I start commenting on things that happen throughout the video. So it's like, let's say a 10-minute video or 15-minute video. And then by the time I'm finished, I don't just write it all in one message. This person gets about 35 messages from me. And I've actually people complain about that. They're like, why do you have to send so many messages? I'm like, because I write them as I think it. You know what I mean? Like I don't sit there and wait for the whole video to end because then I've forgotten what I wanted to say. So that's why I don't comment on videos. People complained.
There's Greg's emojis. That's so cool. Greg does the best emojis, no doubt in my mind. He's the king of emojis.
I'll tell you what the emoji I'm known for, Greg, around YouTube. Rick will might be able to guess it.
I missed it. What was it?
The purple hearts.
Oh, that's
what I'm known for on YouTube. That's exactly like this. 3 purple hearts.
Your daughter, your father, and your mother.
Pretty much. I'm known for this one.
That may be true. He
Ah,
puts it
Big
in a lot.
Steve.
He really does.
Those are my favorite, Tessie. I use them all around YouTube. Cap7, whenever I go into his chat, I don't say a word. I just put 3 purple hearts and then he sits there and does this thing with me. Yes, purple's my favorite color. It's like tattooed on my body. So, yeah, definitely. I've got 2 tattoos with purple in them. So,
I can't
and
believe
blue.
it didn't hold that. It was holding it yesterday, but it slid by today. Google fell asleep on Saturday.
I've got to go for my next tattoo soon. I'm excited.
All right. You already got it figured out? Or are you still building
My
the
father's name.
Oh.
And it's going under on the top of my ribs on the left side, close to my heart. So, because I've got 6 already, so I'm running out of place now. I've got 2 on my back, I've got 3 on my arms, and I've got, I don't know if have you seen this? This is my latest one, yeah? You've seen this one. Yeah. That's my mom's chain. Sorry, let me just move them out the way.
Let me click on you so we can see. It keeps switching to me.
That's my latest one. It says all day, every day. I don't know if you guys can see it on. You can see it. Yeah, you can kind of. It says all. If I change the all day, every day with a blue heart. So those, and then I've got my arms off. My arms are covered. I have some tats, but my skin has a hard time holding coloring. Mine is doing pretty well. Like this one is doing really well. It's got the blue. And then around here is a purple heart. It says hope. This one, this is watercolor. So it's doing pretty well. And the blue on my neck seems to be holding out as well. So
that one's holding.
But this is supposed to be water paint. Oh, thank you, Greg. Greg just commented on my channel. I think I will shock all of you and get a tattoo. Listen, I know that there's a huge stigma attached to tattoos, but surely you can't look at me and, think that I've got tattoos, but, I don't always, like in China, there's this whole thing, like in Asia in general, if you have tattoos, it's like you've just come out of prison or something like that. They have this assumption that you're a gangster or, something like that. And if you know me, I'm not anything like that, but all my tattoos have a meaning, every single one of them.
I think you've inspired Tessie to maybe get one. Right, Tess?
Well, like I said, all mine, I feel like if you're going to tattoo yourself, it's essential that it needs to mean something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't regret any of my tattoos, and I got my first one when I was 18. And I'm now 33, so it's taken me however many years to get 6.
See, I could tell by what she was saying.
Yeah, I'm not done. Like I have a few more that I want to do. But yeah, like I said, as long as it means something to you. Like people would look at me and be like, why would you tattoo all day, every day to yourself? Because it's sentimental. That phrase is extremely sentimental to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, hope is extremely sentimental to me. My mum's thing is sentimental. The Pegasus on my back, it's that was my very first tattoo. It means a free spirit, and there's a reason why I have that meaning. And
Yeah.
there's obviously like I've got stars going down the back of my neck as well, which I can't show anybody because it's a bit difficult.
Darlene had one on her arm, on her forearm right there. That was of our grandbaby that passed away when he's 8 years old. He was born a preemie. And like you say, it means something, you know. It means something.
Right. I don't feel like I'll ever be judged for my tattoos because of the meaning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could Tessie get a sunflower?
That's what we was
We wear
trying-
tattoos on our hearts, and some we want to show to the world. That's true.
So
That's true. You know what? For me, like somebody said to me, do you not ever regret some of your tattoos? And I'm like, you know what? There's a time in my life where I did it and it meant something and I don't want to forget it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some things I just don't ever want to forget and I want to be reminded for the rest of my life, even if that relationship or person is no longer there, you know, regardless of how, when, or whatever. I don't want to forget it. And that's why it's sentimental to me.
I got to ask, John, if you're 76, how old is Dad if you stop to help him? Wow, that is so cool. That he was back, he'd help with his dad.
His dad is 97, almost 97.
Wow, that is cool. I must have missed that earlier.
Where are you from, John?
Let's see, the Ozarks is in.
Big Steve is going to get the poop emoji tattooed to himself.
That would fit him perfectly too if he'd do that. It would fit him perfectly.
You don't have any tattoos, do you, Rick?
No, never got one. I thought about it a couple of times. Last summer. I was somewhere, and I was going to get one. Me and a friend of mine, and we never did get to do it. We had one picked out, was a world emblem. Had it already figured out, drawn out, and everything, and never did get to do it.
So I had this idea, which I'm kind of glad I didn't do it, but I had this idea that I wanted to tattoo every continent that I've been on. Not continent, every country, so that the shape of the country, like I wanted to tattoo that to a certain part of myself. I'm glad I didn't do it because, I mean, that's a lot of places. Like, I'd run out of space eventually. So I was like, no, I don't think so anymore. I want to get a barcode. I actually wanted to get a barcode on the back of my neck when I was younger. I'm glad I didn't do it though. I didn't want to be somebody's number, you know. What do I do? I'm a teacher, Ozark. I used to be a university lecturer in Thailand. I was a lecturer for many years. And then I needed a change. So I became a kindergarten teacher and I moved to China.
Or a microchip.
Only so that I can have more time with my own child.
I knew that's what you were talking about, Greg, when you said the barcode on your forehead, microchip. He done went biblical on us.
I actually knew somebody who had a barcode tattooed to the back of his neck, and it looked so cool. It looked so cool. But his barcode was his identity number, because in South Africa, we don't have social security numbers like you. We have ID numbers. I don't know if you have that. And he had, and our ID numbers all have a barcode, and he barcoded his identity number. I was like, why would you want to do that? Why that particular barcode? Why not get your barcode of your favorite cheese or something, you know? Tattooed women are sexy. Well, not many people think that, Steve. I get judged for it quite a lot. And
I
also
think
then I get told it doesn't suit me because of my personality. And then I've got my arms covered in tattoos, you know, like they're like, it doesn't suit your personality. I'm like, well, it is what it is.
And who's decide that? I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
kind of can be mean a lot of different things. It doesn't necessarily. Hey, Dusty, good morning.
People always judge Rick. They don't always mean to, but they do.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And I don't have anything against tattoos. I like them. I just don't have any because I've never been. I've gone to get them 2 or 3 times, and something always happens. And I'm thinking, well, fate kicked in, I guess. I don't know.
I love my tattoos. I have no regrets. Not even the one that I did at 18 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like I have no issues. And a lot of people say to me, what are you going to do if you become old and decrepit and you've got all these tattoos and you can't find them? I was like, well, then I'll bookmark them. You know, like I'll get bookmarks and place them where they need to be.
Greg gonna get one with John and Amber on it.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. My dog's name is Navy, John. Tattoos are very personal. They are. Mine are very personal to me. Each one, like I said, each one has a story, a long story. I gave you the brief version.
Oh.
I understand that, Marie. But tattoos are not painful for me, though. I've had worse pain than tattoos. So
They just say that, like on the inside part of your here and stuff like that, or on the inside of, under here.
very soft. Yeah, this one was more painful than the one on my neck, believe it or not. Well, on my collarbone, because this is right on the collarbone. So this one was less painful than this. This one was less painful. This one was less painful than that one because it's lower down. You know what I mean? It's lower down on the arm where more of the sun hits, whereas this one doesn't have that. It's not as exposed. So this one right up top here, ooh, I felt that. You know, it was like a ouch, but it wasn't like I'm going to die kind of a thing. It was just, you know, and the one on my neck, the one closest to my bottom, the third one down. I've got 3 stars on the back of my neck. The one right at the bottom was the least painful until they came up to the top. The top one was the most painful. But not like I know people that get tattoos and have numbing cream. I don't do any of that. I take the pain. I've given birth. You know what I mean? So like it's not bad at all for me, the pain anyway.
Yeah, that's where I was going to get
My
mine.
daughter has a piercing inside her nose and said it really hurt.
And that's how I
Where?
knew it would hurt. Right here on my arm, there's a picture of a world with a lot of different things on it. And they said it's going to hurt right there. It's going to hurt. You know.
Yeah, the top part does hurt. This like right by the elbow, because there's my elbow.
Yeah.
There, it's sore, but it's not like the worst pain in the world, if you know what I mean. Like it's I've had worse. I've had injections that were more painful. I always wanted a nose ring, but I've got a big nose, so I decided against it. I had a belly ring when I was 14 years old. I went behind my parents' back and did it. I got into big trouble for it eventually when they found it 2 years later. Actually, not my parents, my dad. My mom was the one who took me for it. I'm also going to do my daughter's name on me. I'm doing that in Thai. And I've got my dad that I still need to do. And then I've got a few other quotes that I need to have done and words that I need to have done, because I've got hope and I've got truth and honesty. I still need faith and I still need love. So those are not done yet. All my tats were free. Oh, you're lucky. I paid a flipping fortune for my tattoos.
He's in San Francisco Bay Area.
Indeed, Greg. Indeed. With his homemade gun. The only marks on me were the surgery, where I almost lost my life. It's a daily reminder to be thankful I'm here. It is at my heart area.
Mm-hmm.
That's something else, Tessie. So my tattoos aren't always done by the best artists, but I'm willing to give them a go, you know, with what they've done. Like this guy that did the one on my neck, he's Chinese. So for him to sit and write in cursive, like I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my God, this man's gonna mess it up, you know, but he didn't, luckily. So I have better things to do with my money than spend it on tattoos. Such as what, Grizz? What are you gonna spend your money on? Tell me. I love how when you talk about something that everybody can be involved, it's so cool. My son has a tat of a rooster with a noose around its neck and it's below his knee, so you can all figure that one out. Oh.
Mm-hmm. We know what you mean, Pam. We're picking up.
I put that together, Pam. I put that together.
We're picking up what
Oh,
you're putting
boy.
in, Pam. We're picking up.
Oh, that's funny.
It is.
Yeah, like spend it on cigarettes and alcohol, Grizz.
No way, Greg. You get her to do that.
No, I'm not from the UK, Dusty. I'm from South Africa, and I live in China.
Would you believe that Siri on my phone has a South African accent? I was trying to change it, and I looked, and that was. I did not know you could even do that.
Listen, our South African accents are pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. People never are 100% sure where I'm from. It's great. There have been one or two people that have been spot on with my accent. Although I've had people assume that I was from Australia. I'm like, I don't have an Australian accent. I'm not even close to an Australian accent.
No, it's way different. Way different.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. South Africa, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm from South Africa, born and raised. First time I left South Africa, well, internationally, I can't really say that. I left South Africa the first time when I was 16, when I went to Swaziland. And then the second time I flew out, I was 19 years old and I went to Europe. I went to Holland, France, and Belgium. And then I left for Asia when I was in 2012.
My Siri has a Floridian.
That's like 20 something.
What's a Floridian accent? I don't think I've ever heard that one, Greg.
Bloody mate, spot a tea, mate. I could do the UK because the thing is, I think a lot of people think I'm from the UK because South African English, when we are, taught English at school, Obviously, English is my first language. We have English Afrikaans as first languages, but mine is English first and Afrikaans second. Our pronunciation is British. So, yeah.
Speak what? 2 more languages, right?
Yeah. I speak Afrikaans, which is my second language. I'm fluent in that. And Thai. I speak Thai as well.
Boston.
But that's only because I lived there for 6 years.
I wonder if Siri comes with a hillbilly.
Amber.
Maybe they'll do a hillbilly accent for Siri before too long. I didn't see one when I changed mine to South African the other day. I was just messing with the things, and it was South African and several accents on there.
Did it sound like me?
Pretty much. Listen.
You pronounce Megan, it's clear.
Here's the weather today.
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
It's 37 degrees outside.
Very similar.
That's an English South African for sure. That's an English South African. My pronunciation is clear because my first language is English, Greg. I went to English schools. I was raised English. My parents were English. My grandfather was Irish. My great-grandmother was British. So I was raised English. My best friends growing up were Afrikaans. So their first language is very much like Dutch. So their pronunciation is slightly different to mine because they roll their R's. I don't do that. Like they'll be like, I say it's very hot. They'll be like, it's very hot. You know, with the way they roll their R's, it's different to the English speaking.
Once you understand colonialism,
or how about a Ghetto accent?
Once you understand colonialism, it all falls into place all around the world.
Have a great day, Bobby. Nice to see you again.
Oh my goodness. Look at this dog now, y'all.
Sure. What am I looking at?
I gotta get him in.
Your front door?
Look at his head.
Oh, there we go. Cute.
Hanging it completely off. Upside down and hanging his head down a foot off of the side of the couch. Crazy dog.
German, Irish, and Indian. If I have to go up my family tree, I have a whole bunch of everything. I'm like, I've got Irish, I've got British, I've got Dutch, I've got all kinds of things.
Bobby, I'm going to be getting off here before long. I know it's getting close to time for you to go live. So I'll be going down before long. I'm sure I've been here close to 4 hours, maybe over 4 hours. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Take it easy, Steve. Have a good day. Did I click off me?
Is Steve also leaving?
I thought he said he was, but I'm not sure about that. I thought I saw someone say.
No, I think he's saying goodbye to Bobby.
I couldn't see the chat when I had showing the dog standing on his head. I'm not leaving. Yeah, you are. We all are here in just a little bit. No, Steve. We call it
Heinz 57.
That's steak sauce. I started at 6 a.m. Eastern time this morning, Tessie.
I took over his stream, Tessie.
No, I wanted you to. I was actually getting burned out quick. Oh. I was hoping you would anyway.
You didn't. Oh, okay. I know how it is. Sometimes I wish I had somebody up on my panel to help me along.
And I mean, it's always nice to have somebody to be able to talk to like that. And your stories and stuff are
Right.
really cool. People love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah. See, been a great stream. We all enjoyed it. We
Thank
have
you, Sandra. That's sweet.
I speak Ozark. That's a new.
Oh, that's sweet. You guys are so nice. Ozark. 57 means having a lot of ethnic people in you. I think I have a lot. I always say I'm a mixed something, you know, like I'm mixed from all nationalities. But that's a lot that happens. It's very common in South Africa. Like my ex, he's got a lot of French in him. It's like from his side of the family. Me too, Vasana. Complicated. Complicated. And here we are in crappy USA. Listen, I want to go to the USA, so it's not so bad. I would love to go. There are so many people that I'd love to meet in the US. And if I ever make that trip, I'm going to come and visit you, Rick.
All right. That would be fantastic. I'd love to do that.
I need to have this coffee that you drink all the time.
Mm-hmm. I've been pouring it down this morning.
Because I love my coffee.
I speak sarcasm, Amber. I hear you. Well, guys, this has been a really fun stream. We've covered a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you've inspired me to go start my own one in a minute.
Cool. That'd be awesome. So with that thought, all good things must come to an end, though. You know. I want to thank Megan for coming today and hanging with us. It's been really cool. Thank you so much, Megan. I really do appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
And like I say every time, this is without a doubt the greatest community on YouTube. You guys are so incredible. It's amazing. Blows me away. Every single time. It never fails. I really do appreciate you coming and supporting us both. Be sure and check out Megan's blog. You'll see it scrolling across your screen right now.
Sweet.
Bye, y'all. Appreciate everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It is the greatest community on YouTube. It really is. Thank you, Megan.
More than welcome.
Till we meet again, have a good day. Bye, everybody.